was mistakenly deported from Maryland to a prison in El Salvador back in March. A federal judge has ordered Kilmar Abrego Garcia to be released from jail while he awaits trial on human smuggling charges. But now we've learned that he's going to remain in jail while attorneys debate whether he'll be deported if he's released. Abrego Garcia is the Salvadoran national whose mistaken deportation became a flashpoint in the fight over President Trump's immigration.
There we go. Yo, William, brother, how you doing, my man? I'm trying to listen to some tunes, bro. How you doing, William? Thanks for the Father's Day wishes. Say hello to your sister for me, brother. Take care of yourself and your family. It's nice to see you in, my man. Good to hear, man. I'm glad you're doing well. Yo, keep loading up your videos and share your channel here so that everybody can catch up and see you. See you out there, my brother. See you and your sister, right? Cheers, bro. Shouts out, William. Shouts out, Maggie. Please share your channels. Yep, yep. I kind of forgot that I only have rollies, not cigarettes. I kind of forgot. Cheers, everybody. With the top police. Yeah, man, I really appreciate that. Cruising with William. Everybody check that out. At Cruising with William. Straight up, straight up. Thank you, brother. Yep, just listen to a little bit of music here, man. We'll see. And at Maggie B. Yep, that's your sister, bro. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we can get like Smooth Keys to come up and play some live music, eh? Just hold on one moment, okay? Thank you. Hold Oh yeah. I know, bro. I know because I sent that link. What's going on, Poppy? How you doing, brother? Oh shit! I threw it. Cheers, Poppy. I got a little bit in, a little bit of a 40 here. Cheers, brother. Yo, you got in paper, bro. Poppy Carl's in the house, man. He's got it going on. I want to see how that goes, man. You know, oh, yeah, come on up, man. Let's side by side on it. Cheers. Let's see how that goes with you. You could do it right now, I bet you. Get that shit in, bro. Yo, Smooth Keys is coming up in the building. Ding, boom. Guys are going down. Boom. Smooth Keys is coming up right now. What's up, Smooth?
Good evening.
Good evening, brother Keys. How you doing?
I'm doing all right this evening.
How's the heat, man? We got major heat. Yesterday was a little bit hotter.
Oh, you know what? I'm trying to stay inside as possible
There
because
you
I
go.
can't
There you go.
stand that heat.
Well, look, man. Not last summer, but the year before, I had one difficult run with my daughter, and it was almost September. It was real late in the summer, but it was real difficult. So I got her a canteen this year, and we've been training up. So we've been staying outside and making extra walks so that we can train up for it. You know.
I know that's right. But then again, for me, like,
You
like
just
I gotta
stay
stay
out of it if you
inside.
can.
Because
Heck yeah. That's what the news always says. They say stay out of it if you can. Oh, Canadian weed's really good, Poppy, of course. Yeah, William's up in well, he's East Coast like us, you know, so he's up in Toronto, yeah, or near there. Yeah. That's cool. William's got it.
I
He's
know
just
that's
not
right.
supposed to do it around the birds. Oh, that sounds like you got the organ, man. Take it over, man. Take it over. Yo, to be honest, William has very Scottish features, brother Carl. Check you later, William. All right. Cheers, Brother Keys, man. Thank you for that, man. What a grand performance.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey Bud Files, what's going on? William, we'll see you later. Poppy Carl. Yeah, man, just hang Poppy Carl. Thank you. So how was your National Donut Day, man? We had a couple. We split them up.
Man,
Nobody
let
ate a
me
whole
tell you.
donut. We cut them in half. We were
Let me,
being
let me,
careful.
let me tell you. Because on Friday, on National Donut Day, it was a big success.
Right on. All right. Have you ever had orange juice and donuts? I really like that. I don't know why. Because orange juice upsets my
Man,
stomach, but I like the combination. Poppy said, "You sound good, man." Yeah, heck yeah, man.
I know that's right. But then
Yeah.
again, this
Oh,
morning,
keep the smooth sounds going, man. Heck yeah, Poppy Carl. Yeah, Poppy Carl, you can join later. Yeah, it's only one at a time. So after Smooth Keys, sure, man. So yeah, man, good playing. Go ahead and just carry us on. Anything you'd like, my brother.
all right, we will do. And even though this morning at the donut shop, man, I had me a sunny delight this morning with my donuts.
Okay, see that's even better. Like I said, orange juice it kind of upsets my stomach. Sunny D, it's got its way too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take that with some the powdered donut holes. I think I'll take that. That's a good
Well,
breakfast for me.
even though this morning I had like 2 dozen donut holes this morning for breakfast.
Oh my goodness. I'll eat 3, 4 donut holes and try to drink that Sunny D. I'll have like 2 hours of energy and then the hugest crash. I'll probably, fall asleep.
Nah.
Nothing but sugar in there, man. Nothing but sugar.
I know that's right.
All right, man. Take it away. You got the stage, brother.
All right. Let's see.
Brother Keys playing the Procol Harum, Whiter Shade of Pale. Kick it, bro. Yo, you were playing Procol Harum, Whiter Shade of Pale. You know, that's such a beautiful
Yes, sir.
song, man.
Yes, sir, indeed.
We skip the light fandango as the miller told his tale that a face of hers just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. I love that song, man. That's a good
I
one.
know.
Thanks, man.
You're
Heck yeah.
welcome.
We need to collab on that one, man. We got to get that email chain going with some good sounding audio files and get some work
I
done
know.
here.
I know.
That internet work, man. We can do it. I'm about to get a laptop. My dad's just making sure everything's backed up and he'll pass it over and I can do a lot more with music, than sitting next to my boombox.
I know that's right.
Well, I look forward to it, man. That was very inspiring. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Beautiful song. You're always bringing a little something new to us, and I like that, man. A little bit of flavor. You have to repeat because it takes time. So repetition is important. It takes time
Yeah,
for people
true.
to
That's true.
absorb and get it all.
Yeah,
But a little bit of new flavor here and there. That's what you do, and you do a wonderful job here, Brother Keys. Thank you for being a regular guest and such a friend.
not a problem.
Cheers, my man. Take it away. Yes, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It definitely is. It's a little bit hot out there, so keep your air conditioning with you.
I know that's right.
Man, you're inspired tonight, man. I guess you've been working really, really hard, especially like after you got the graduation season over. I know you had to get pomp and circumstance and all that good music down for them, but
I
now
know.
it's your turn, right?
Then again, my birthday's coming soon.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So I
we
might be
have
doing
good.
a special live birthday video on that day.
Right on.
So
Is that going to be like about afternoon? Afternoon in Texas?
yeah.
Yo, William, welcome back, bro. Afternoon in Texas. Your birthday. Tell everybody.
Well, everyone, my birthday is on Thursday, July 31st this year.
July 31st. Right on, bro. Right on, bro. Yep. July is going to be a hot one. I'll tell you what, man. But let's celebrate. Yeah. Hey, Keys. Behind us having this goodwill. I mean, 99-cent CD. So I've been listening to a couple of really good things that I just picked up. I picked up a Natalie Cole full album that I never heard the full album before, but it was just a perfect time period. It was so nice, 99 cents, my man. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying it.
No, that's right.
All right. Well, if you got the energy, you got the time, you got that organ warmed up, man, let's
Yeah,
hit it.
and even though I'm gonna really miss my piano so much.
You're going to
But
miss
then,
that Yamaha for sure. Yes.
yeah, I know because I've been playing on that thing for like years and years.
I'm sorry to hear that you have to part with it, my man. I'm a
Yeah.
Yamaha and Korg guy, like Korg Korg. I like both of those. I don't play much of a Casio, keyboard or synth, nothing like that. I'm more
Yeah.
of a Yamaha guy. And I have a 1979 Yamaha digital keyboard, which means basically that's the first year that it was digital actually.
Oh
It's a
man.
DX, but it's a small DX because it's made for a solo player. It's got like a pitch bend wheel and a
Oh yeah. Sure
oscillation
does.
wheel, and then it's got the little what do you call it? It's got the nubs on it so that you hang it over your neck. It really is like a soloist version. It's a DX10. But it's first year
Oh
of their digital Yamahas, and it's got all the sounds, man. If I want to make those crazy car
man.
sounds and use pitch bend, I got it. And if I want to do the ping pong, I got it.
Man,
What's up, off
I
grid?
remember like I remember like one time I used to have a special synthesizer keyboard that
Yes,
has a
sir.
pitch bender like on the
Yes, sir.
left side. And
Yeah,
man,
yeah. This one
let
is
me
it
tell
is a soloist instrument. You're supposed to wrap it around your neck, and play it at your chest. But
you.
it's very nice because it's got the classic Yamaha voice bank, and everything is changeable. You can
Wow.
change it all. You can change it all.
Man, I wish I can hear it.
Man, I got a drum machine like that too. I wish I knew how to operate it. The drum machine is way too hard for me, man.
And then again, I think I'm gonna do one more song.
Yes, sir. Thank you. What's up, Off Grid? Thanks for coming in. Brother Keys is gonna play one more song and then he'll be out the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's one of those songs that, when I was a boy and the other boys we all grew up with. I'll be there. I'll be there. Just call my name and I'll be there. It's beautiful, man. You've done such a great job. Like I said, those new flourishes and songs that you're throwing in, bro. I love it. You gotta
Appreciate it.
repeat. You gotta
Yes,
repeat
sir.
because people
Sure.
want to hear your hits. They want to hear the hits. But you're doing
I
great,
know
brother.
that's right.
You know that's right. Yeah. We all want to hear the hits, right? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, man. It's cool that we got this goodwill. For 99 cents, I can at least pursue the hits and just go ahead and listen through. And it's nice.
True.
Oh, awesome, William. I didn't know you weren't hooked up with Off Grid Terps before, man, but you got to check it out, bro. Yeah. So William's up there in East Coast Canada, I don't know, is it Lincoln or something? I don't know, whatever. It's near Toronto. Anyway. And
I know that's
Brother
right.
Keys is down there where it's hot right now in Texas. Staying
I know that's right.
inside, eating his donuts, drinking the Sunny D, man. Sunny D is pure energy. He said one more song, but no, he's got to play us out. Play us out, Brother Keys. It's time for the elevator to go down. Brother Keys is leaving the building. Thanks for
Yes,
coming
sir.
up. Thanks for coming up. Bing, boom. Everybody sub up to Smooth Keys 793 on YouTube. At Smooth Keys 793. Poof. And he's out. He's out. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Smooth Keys is out, man. Thanks, Brother Keys. Come back in the chat if you can, man. Please. Everybody click like, sub up to Smooth Keys at Smooth Keys 793. I sent Benny my little Smooth Keys card. So I have to make a new one. I sent it to Benny, dude, when I sent him pumpkin seeds. Yeah, no. Cheers, everybody, man. I'll send you something special too, you know. Don't be a stranger. Poppy Carl says he can't come up yet. I have a join in link. Let's see if. And miracle of miracles if I didn't get kicked out, right? Hopefully I'm back in. Yeah, so Wandering William is up in Oakville. Cool. Yeah, man, he's surrounded now. What? William, there's like $3 million homes all around you now, like even a 3-bedroom home, right? That's big money, bro, especially American money, man. That's big money. All on the come up, man. All becoming like major megalopolis, you know, not even metropolis, but megalopolis, you know. Hey, Smooth Keys, like I said, man, thanks for joining us back in the chat. Thanks for your wonderful performance, man. I sent that link out to Off Grid if you want to join in Off Grid, you know. But yeah, Oakville, where William's at, it's like totally on the come up, you know. It's becoming megalopolis, like I said, you know, not even metropolis, but really expensive real estate. So it's cool. It's cool. He, his sister, and the birds, you know, right there, chilling. They'll reap all the benefits for being in a good area, you know. My kids have always been in a good area, you know. Except for a couple of months, you know. A couple of months they experienced other things, which is okay. They should, right? But they've been in a good area, you know, for most of their lives. So it's easier on them, you know. Yo, thanks for all the likes, man. Thanks for all the likes. Oh shoot. Yeah, I guess I could turn the CD back on there. I can turn that back on there. Off grid's coming. Right? Hey, off grid. How you doing?
What's happening?
Not too much, man. I wonder, have you ever seen a movie called House Arrest? It's about these kids that put their parents in the basement.
God, it sounds familiar. Yeah, house arrest.
I have a VHS of it. I have got to send it to you because it is so funny. It's a funny movie. These kids put their parents in the basement and interrogate them. I'll
Yeah,
send it to you.
it sounds really familiar. Here's the house. Let's see.
Yeah, Kevin Pollak
House.
is in it. Kevin Pollak is in it.
House arrest.
And Jamie Lee
1996.
Curtis.
Okay. Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis, Kevin Pollak. Christopher McDonald. More people haven't heard of. Jennifer Love Hewitt's in it.
Oh yeah. She's like looks like a 14-year-old. She might be older, but she's very small, so I don't know. But she looks very, very young. Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah, directed by Harry Weiner, written by Michael Hitchcock. Yeah, it was
Oh yeah.
written by Hitchcock.
It's written by Hitchcock, man. It must be suspenseful. It is suspenseful. Putting them in check.
Yeah.
Raymond is in the house, bro. Thank you. Raymond, the reason I have CS is literally because of you, man. And I'll tell you something, Raymond, that's really true. Hershey wants to talk to somebody live about cryptids. And you have your own live and you know how to handle a stream, right? So Hershey wants to talk to somebody on her live about cryptids, Raymond, and please do that. Please, bro. Anyways, I'll be right back because I'm going to show you the tape. My Own It Yourself $4.95. Beautiful sticker. I'll be right back with the house arrest. Kevin Pollak was being interviewed and they were asking him if he was in Home Alone. I saw that happen, and like he couldn't even figure it out. And I was like, I was biting myself. I was like, dude, he's talking about house arrest. Tell him, And Kevin Pollak was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's probably just playing it cool because dude didn't know. And he was like, were you in Home Alone? No, it's house arrest.
Hell yeah. I'm looking for my pipe. Empty pipes? Anyone?
Something about empty pipes. Secret code.
Right.
Say it with
Come
me
on
now.
in. Yeah,
Say
come
it with
on
me
in.
now. Bodega. What's up, famous Jen? Jen is in the house.
Like a little bit piney, almost minty. Damn, son, what'd you go to weed school?
Weed college. Oh, you can't say it right. It's like, damn, you weed college? You can't say it right, actually. I'm from the same town as Dave Chappelle. I could probably say it, but anyway, don't say it. Damn, you go to weed college? You don't
All right,
say
so those are the parents.
it. Yeah. Kevin Pollak and Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, they're locked up in the basement. The kids are interrogating them. It's really fucking funny. It's really cool. I saw it in the theater. I don't know how, it's not like the kind of movie I was looking for when I was high and like old enough, but I ended up seeing it because I guess it's the only thing that was decent,
Huh. You know that show that show Sheldon or whatever, Young Sheldon?
Yeah, it's like a Big Bang Theory backstory type thing.
That picture of Jamie Lee Curtis right there just made me think of Sheldon's mom on the show for some reason.
Is that Wendy Malick? Do you know who Wendy Malick is?
God, that looks just like her. Like
that's Jamie Lee Curtis, but do you know who Wendy Malick is? Maybe it's her. I don't know. Wendy Malick is beautiful. She was in Scientology, but she kind of looks like that. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Well, I got a lighter. I got weed.
I got a lighter. My friend, I used to work with him at 7-Eleven, but today at 7-Eleven, I asked him for like 2 packs of matches, and he was like, okay, and he gave me 2 bags. And I was basically fucking with him because I was buying cigarettes, and they don't have matches anymore, you know what I mean? No. And then I was like, and then he was like pointing at the 7-Eleven lighter, and I was like, okay, I'll take that. And then he was like, no, you gotta buy it. And I was like, fuck no, I'm not buying this. You don't have any matches? Like, I'll either take it or put it back, dude, but I'm not buying this. 79-cent lighter.
Oh, I think it's in my truck, man. Why would I put it in the truck? Well,
your lighter? I don't know.
No, my pipe.
Oh, hell no. I have see this? It's a branded Grav. You know the Grav company? It's a branded Grav like stem. You know what I mean? This is like the only stem I've been able to own for years and years, just a one hitter in glass, but it's branded. So, I mean, they really did go the extra mile. It works. Oh man, that's kind of an old shirt now, man. I need to go get a new shirt, man. Dang. I know, I like the shirt too, but it's an old shirt. Oh, I'm gonna go get a new one. Hold on, let me see what I got. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
There you go. I got it. I don't like my truck smelling like weed, you know? I don't smoke in my truck. It's my work truck is why. Can't have the customers rolling in a smoked out vehicle, you know? You just can't. You can't. You'll lose the customers. You fucking will. Hey, Jin. What's happening?
Don't worry, I didn't go that far off grid. I just changed shirts. William liked my shirt. I said it was an old one. I got another old one, but when it's all like hot, you know, you can't wear the same shirt all day. It just gets sweaty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, long day, I guess. I got the yawns. Oh, look, what do you got? What do you got? We got
Notorious B.I.G. as a baby. You can see his little crooked eye.
That's his baby picture? Man, he was a thick little
Wallace.
baby, too. Look at him.
Christopher Wallace right there.
That could have been a fucking football player. Look at the size of him.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Crumbleweed. Crumbleweed in the house.
Cheers. Yo, Raymond. Thank you, man. Thanks for sharing Crumblewigs, bro. Yeah, everybody share your channels, please. The famous Jen's in the house. Share your channel, please. But yeah, it's so cute, you know. I think of his mother, you know, because she's still around and, you know, she has to deal with his estate and everything. And I'm like, she gets to see her son's baby picture on people's shirts. That's pretty cool, you know. Pretty cool.
Man, it's already starting to cool down here.
Yeah, here too. Yesterday was hot, bro, but today is okay. Yeah, today was okay. My daughter got a haircut today, so she's ready to go on, man. Yeah. You know, yesterday we had a lot of shade, even though it was really hot. Today we had no shade, but it was cooler, you know? So we're basically conditioning. Yesterday we walked 5.5 miles just to make sure, because we have to be ready the whole summer to walk, you know? You just hoof it in the heat, you know?
Appreciate you, Raymond. I think when I just got right back on here, I was back to 600. Like I said something the other day. I was like, I hit 600 subs, lost 3.
We're gonna drop 2. We're gonna drop 2. We're live right now. We're dropping 2. Oh shit! I'm sorry. I'm good. I forgot.
Well, no, it just happens every time I go live. I think I gain subs when I'm on other people's lives.
My thing is like, you know, if you're looking at 700, you're not really. You're looking at 711. That's a lucky number. It's a 711. But anyway, you're looking at 711. You got to make sure those 11 trail off the next week, you know, before you do your giveaway. You know, I tried. Yeah, I've been hitting this one hitter because I've got, you know, this shit is really strong, man. Really strong. So, I've been good with that and conserving because I can smoke 9 joints a day, okay, but it's not really necessary, right?
Right.
Drinking, not getting drunk, you know, like fucking Friday the 13th on. I haven't been drunk since, bro. Not at all. And I'll take it that way because my daughter graduated into middle school, so I'll use it as a mark. Last year, my son graduated from high school. Dude, I thought that was almost impossible, that one son, you know? And that time when he graduated, I threw my watch away. You know, my father gave me 2 watches. Thankfully, I got a new good one, but I threw it away. I was like, I don't have any appointments. That dude graduated high school. Like, that's one of those things in life that's like an impossibility, but it happened, right? So I was like, we're moving on in life, man. We're actually fucking leveling up, you know? And I like it.
Yeah,
Raymond's awesome.
I would lose. I wish I could like lose subs and just stay at 420 subs forever. That'd be sick. Like all you have ganja content, and it's always 420 subs. Like,
no, but I've seen all the 200 sub people go crazy. The 200 sub people always fight to the middle. They're the craziest people I've ever met. You know, they're so cutthroat and crazy. You know, so chill. Take a pill, and if you're 400, you know, but the 200 people are the most cutthroat people I've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm subbed to everyone in here so far that's been in the room.
For sure, man. For sure. Yeah, man. I mean, really, we got the 20 people that come through, you know? We know who they are. We know who they are. That's why, I mean, this probably says you can't even, it probably says subs only or whatever for the comments. Yes, Raymond. Yeah, man. But I'm telling you, man, you know, Hershey really is trying to hook up with somebody for the cryptid stuff. And because of your interest, man, I think you're a good candidate. And because you can control a live, because I see you smoking your bong and controlling a live. If you can do both, you know, you got it. That's what Off Grid does. Control it all. Yeah, you're down? Cool, man. So how do I get her in touch with you? I got her email. I'll get it to you, bro. Just email me. Email me. I'll get it to her. Mine is PJOE78, just like the channel, at yahoo.com. That's it. PJOE78.
I need to make a channel email so bad. That way I can contact people and I don't have to give out all my personal shit all the time, you know? Like the whole world doesn't need my personal.
Dude, I didn't know. I had no idea. I didn't know how sticky that damn thing was, a group message. I thought I send it out and it's dead. I thought when they answer me, they're answering me like an email. You know what I mean? I just didn't want to type the same thing 4 times.
Oh, no, not that. I don't know. I didn't even.
It never ended.
I did go back, and a bunch of people on that message said who they were. They're like, "Thanks for selling me out, somebody." And then they're like, "Well, this is so and so, and this is so and so, and this." But I didn't save any of those numbers. I deleted the message, and you know, we don't need that. You know.
I know, and I was tech dumb, but they're also tech dumb. So they kept fighting with each other. Can I get off this list? Asking each other. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
Just delete message. That's how you get off the list. Like, don't respond to it. Right.
And I was like, I looked up a tutorial. It says go to Google and remove yourself from the conversation. I did it, and it still popped up later, and I was like, oh my god! And they're like, are you mad? Just contact people directly. I apologize. That was my mistake, man. I've sent email blasts out in the past, you know, but usually it just comes back to me. I didn't know it was that kind of thing, you know.
I don't even know how you. There must be a button you push somewhere, because I see when I hit the share link button and then I click messages or email or whatever, and then it says once you start selecting the numbers, it says like at the top like share. Like I don't know, there's a button up there at the top when you get to that other screen.
Yeah,
like individual share or group share or something.
Well, you know, because of what you mentioned, you know, having sort of an email that goes for your channel, I'll also mention, you know, what YouTube considers personally identifiable information, like what I just said, my own just regular email, PJOE78 at Yahoo. That's considered personally identifiable information. My address also, but yours is a P.O. box. So just by where you live, you happen to like qualify. So you're fine.
Oh yeah, like yeah, go ahead. Yeah, show up at my P.O. box. Yeah, you'll be like 20 odd miles. You'll be 20 odd miles away from my house looking for me. Good job. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but they're like, hey, Off Grid goes every Wednesday, and they wear a fake mustache and they wait around, you know.
Oh yeah, with a little private eye, all hanging out, huh? They got their little jacket on. They're all like in the corner, just waiting, bro. They're like, oh, there he is.
Like when they say roll sound and the guy brings out the boom, this dude's got like the over the shoulder boom. He's waiting for you at the post office. Off Grid's here, man. No, but they consider post office fine, so that's cool. They don't have them here. Off grid, I moved here in literally like probably 99 in the area at least. And they just don't have them because they've never built new ones. There's one warehouse over here, and then my post office was literally built in like 67. You know what I'm saying? Like the one that I go to, there's no more P.O. boxes in there.
Is that enough, Raymond?
Hello, surrender your bugs.
Or do you need a bigger sack, perhaps? Maybe. Huh.
You gotta go over there. You know, it's free over there. It's like Cocoa Pops. Cocoa Pops that already popped.
So many, dude. So much. That's over a pea right there, plus this other little bag. Oh man. Like I don't even like that's probably all the weed I need till harvest, and I got a lot of weed.
Harvest? Behind you have 23 pounds in jars that's in your reserve. But then you have
let alone the other turkey bags.
Yeah.
All the other turkey bags.
You got 12 years worth. You just need new ones because it's like, it's like kids. You need new ones,
I got jars everywhere. Like there
the wine cellar. He's got the wine cellar, dudes. And it's lavender, and it's some heavy kush, and it's Big Mama, and
wait till this year. We can add all these new flavors to the mix, and then even more flavors, and it's gonna get crazy.
So it's twisted roots, right? Twisted roots genetics, right? Like you have
third
to
eye strains.
Third eye strains. Okay, you have to somehow, because it's the seeds. You have to somehow like find a font or something that you could throw into your thumbnails or something to represent for them. Maybe when they're just like fully developed, if you can.
I've been thinking about doing some shorts, just little 30-second shorts, 25-second shorts or something on each plant individual. Just get them in, maybe a couple in veg and a couple in flower, and that'll be it for them. But that'll be a lot of shorts.
I haven't done shorts because I do get subs, but they're not ones that come up. They're ones that like whatever record I played or whatever, and that's cool. I'll do it later. I'm just not into it right now. I'm not like into growing numbers. I already did. I already did the birthday thing, and it did. It brought me like 30 new subs. That's all I need to do. Next year I'll do the same shit.
Yeah, I think my 2 videos that are on there that are shorts right now are my animals, and I don't think they got me any subs.
What about marigolds? The
I haven't tried it.
Right,
I should try some more shorts, huh? Yeah.
You get a marigold, and then you get like these marigold enthusiasts, and they'll come into your stream, and you'll be like, "Okay, it's time for a bowl," and they'll be like, "Wait, where'd that come from?" And they were like, "Oh, we were knitting along looking for the marigold field."
I didn't like the Walmart one. Yeah, that was my new pillow. I got a new pillow today. Crumbawig was all commenting on my pillow. He was watching earlier.
It's funny that you said pillow. Okay, yeah, that's funny. His new pillow. Yeah, it's like
he was talking about
guy,
the weed at first. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Took me a second to catch on, Crumbawig.
No, man, there's lots of airways, because it's a very bumpy pillow,
Right.
Nice and cool, man.
Hell yeah. Now you want to do that at like the UPS store or FedEx, like.
Well, that's the only choice around here. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like the post office never flew, so they've always been spoken for. So you have to go to a postal store, like a retail UPS or whatever you have, Postal Plus, whatever. And that's not ideal, really. But
no, it's good. I live in northern New Mexico. Come on down. Hell yeah.
Lots of weed there, I can see.
I'll hook the homies up. Hell yeah.
I don't know.
Well, nobody is ever going to drive down here into off grids. Yeah, right.
Well, yeah. There's no way they could find that anyway. But You know, the little toothpicking guy who was, like you said, there was a lady who used to live there. He was picking through her children's old diapers and whatever. You got to watch
Oh
out for them.
yeah.
They can find you. They'll find you every once in a while.
They better make sure somebody's going to give them a tour so they don't go the wrong direction.
He probably doesn't. He probably doesn't remember being there. You know, he probably doesn't remember being there.
Man, there's all kinds of shit, man. All kinds of crazy shit, man.
Ice pirates, man. There's ice pirates.
There's pirates. There's pirates for sure.
I know
they're all over.
They brought their flag to you. Just looking at your eggs, sir.
Oh, they said they were gonna cut my flag down. That's what I heard. I said, you do that, and we'll see about that.
They said that when they were like driving up with a pirate flag, they're gonna cut your U.S. flag, your American flag down. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jeez, that's like threatening, you know.
Right.
In the Northeast, like, you know, it's not called that, but it's in most of the law. What basically people would call fighting words, it's written into the law. Like, that's a reason for retaliation in the Northeast. Like, I don't know about the rest of the country, you know, but it's written in the law. Like, fighting words is a reason for retaliation, you know.
Or else you wouldn't be raising your mouth, would you?
But cutting somebody's flag down, I mean, literally, that's like shooting somebody at their belief system or religion or something. You know what I mean? It's like it's crossing a line that's too, you know, disrespectful.
Yep. Yes, sir. Agreed.
That's bullshit. Raymond's live now, man.
Oh yeah.
Yo, but I'm really glad that he's down to collaborate with Hershey because he is looking for that. And I was like, I'm interested in cryptids, but I don't know enough. He's good at that, you know. My kids could tell you, but my kids don't want to be on this channel. They got their own.
I got a comment on my video from cruising around on some channels, watching some lives, talking to people.
Right. Yes, sir.
What'd you get? Number 2. Somebody said, "Let's grow, buddy." Hell yeah! And then another guy said, "It's looking good."
Right. That sounds like me and Crumblewick commenting. Were you sure it wasn't us? That sounds like me.
We gotta come up with some new comments, huh? Is that the deal?
Crumblewick said you're growing good, and I was like, oh, right on, good on you. You know, like, yeah, that was us. No, I'm just kidding. Like, a lot of people talk exactly the same like us. Yeah.
All the comments. Yeah, that's awesome. Any feedback? You know, it's all been positive this year. I haven't had a single negative feedback. Oh no, one. There was one troll.
The guy who you said you were copying Cali Grows, I think, is the only thing I've heard.
That was it. That was the guy.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the only one this year. And I was going back and forth to him. I was like, what are you talking about? You know, like, yeah. He's like, show your face. You won't get my sub unless you show my face. If he would have watched that video, he would have saw that my mask wasn't on after the first like 30 seconds.
It was like 2 minutes. It was like 2 minutes, maybe.
I put it on at the beginning, and then I went and showed the plants, and immediately after that, I showed my face again with no mask.
And you had like a little hat on. You had to take it off. I remember you had like a small hat. It was too small for you, at least in the mask. I don't know.
What was I supposed to post my other video for him? Like some troll going to be telling you what to do on your channel all of a sudden, and you're going to do it every time? Like, nah.
They do that. Yeah, they do that. They do that. It depends on what they're asking for, you know.
They're like, jump, and you're like, I'm not feeling froggy, you know. You're like, I'm not gonna.
Well, there's a thing, like, you know, like I've had trolls who are like, I'll give you $5 if you do, you know, 3 push-ups or whatever. But instead I'll be like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. Nah, don't give me any money. I'm gonna do 5 push-ups, and then on the last one, I'm just like ecstatic. I'm just like, oh, thank you so much for that last push-up, you know. And then they just get disgusted and run away. They get bored of their own shit, man. Anybody who says they're giving you money, that's so funny, man. I had a guy on here who was selling stuff, you know, as an artist, and one of the trolls came in, and I was like, he is a troll. I've been entertaining him and wearing him out, you know, but he is a troll. And that guy was like negotiating, and I was like, oh, please don't entertain this. He's not serious. He's not going to give you anything. You know what I mean? Like,
Did you see they upped the watch hours for monetization from 3,000 to 4,000?
No.
And
No.
Nothing else changed except for now it says at the bottom, it says eligible watch hours.
Right. But I think
there's a little asterisk now or something.
It might already mean public, which probably doesn't mean like 18 plus hours. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I think it was counting my lives that I wasn't uploading.
Okay.
And now it's not. You have to upload it for it to count.
What about the 18 plus? Does that disqualify? Because I think maybe it does. You know, I've seen issues where
I know, because I'm not. It's not like it'll get you into monetization, but we're not saying we're going to monetize the video. But it lets you get super chats and shit like that.
Right. And members.
Give you some more, and you can have, I believe, a second. You can invite another person, Joe, on your channel. Once you get to that point, I think you can invite 2 people on your channel, like you could on your lives.
Well, okay, to join in. Okay, that would be cool. Yeah. Right now, I mean, I can add somebody as like a co-owner or an editor, which is pretty cool. If I need somebody that can do that and wants to, that's pretty cool. And monetization. I don't think YouTube is the place. I think YouTube, like, if you advertise and you point towards whatever your endeavor is, I think this is an advertising platform for home base. Whatever your .com is essentially.
Yeah. Should I share the link out with some people and tell them we're over here?
Go ahead. Yeah, of course.
The people that come in here.
People do that, or they have IGs and Discords just to tell people, because YouTube notifications don't always work, really. Right. So I don't know. I'm not worried about the fact that we only do one-on-one here, because I can go to StreamYard at least a few hours a month. StreamYard has an $89 a month program. That makes zero sense. I don't think anybody should or would do that. I really don't. $89 to stream yourself? That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
It let me back. It didn't want it, but it let me in.
Right. Yeah, that's like the thunderstorm we never had today, man. It's been threatening for like 6 hours. We should have had a thunderstorm. Nothing. So weird.
Yeah, it totally kicked me. It started timer over. It wouldn't even.
Right.
I was pretty fast.
Oh, you were back. Yeah, you were back. Yeah, lickety split, man. Lickety split. Like me rolling a joint, like
Yeah, I shared with Anthony and Benny. I saw Anthony's on the web somewhere. I saw him somewhere a couple times.
Anthony's crawling, man. He's spider in the web.
Yeah, jumping around from live to live.
Right. Bulletin board.
He's gonna see. Right. Yeah, I was over at Chief of Sessions.
Oh, right. Me too.
I saw him. I think I saw him over there. I think.
Yeah, I saw Chiefin hitting that. What is it? It's two vapes in like a pool noodle with a puller, and he's hitting both of them at once.
The pink. Tom was like, what was that thing? That was like that's some high tech equipment. I don't even know, bro. Like that was like space age shit. Did you even see? Like that was a regular bong with like some kind of like Puffco like fucking slide or something. Like what the fuck?
They modded it. Token Tom was over at his place when they started that, and Tom figured out how to hit it. You got to cover that thing, the foam thing with the 2 arm, and then you got to pull real slow. But it is like a full rig, like you're saying, like a Puffco rig on the end, right? But you got to pull slow enough to pull the vape juice out. You know what I mean? Or whatever the vape out. Yeah, is what I meant. I don't vape anything, so it's like hard for me to even. I don't have a rig or whatever, But I got some frosty keefy shit right here, and I'm gonna see what that do.
Hell yeah!
Christopher Wallace, that's his name. Just this little baby in his diaper at Sears and shit, where they took the picture.
Christopher Wallace. Man, like what happened to Mel Gibson? Man, that guy was like on top of the world in like 1998, 1999. Like,
right.
Holy shit! What a cliff.
I mean, he got pulled over on Pacific Coastal Highway. And nobody who gets pulled over on Pacific Coastal Highway has a good month. Not if it's Robert Downey Jr., Robin Williams.
Oh,
It
shit.
doesn't matter who it is. They don't
One
have a
after
good
the other. That shit's hilarious.
And you know what the highway patrol says? At least you didn't fall off, asshole. That's what they say while you're grinding down this mountain. At least you didn't fucking fall off. You know, and then he can say all the anti-Semitic shit that he wants, but he lives, you know.
Right, that'd be a fun road to go drive. I never drove the 101.
No.
Like along the coast.
I mean, I can't believe, you know, you hauling trucks because the length, you know.
I stayed the hell out of California. There's a couple times I drove through there, but
Yo, Cheyenne, what's going on? I saw you live today with one of your friends. That was really cool. Cheers. I gave you 2 likes because I got my 2 channels.
Problem with California was they had freight problems. So they consume a lot of shit. So they get a lot of truckloads going there. But there's nothing leaving. You can't get out of California if you go there. You're like, shit. Okay. You sit around for days to get a load.
So when you said, you know, that you didn't do that, I was like, well, how do you have the choice? You know, when you're running as a truck runner, you know, how do you have the freedom to choose? You know, are you just independent contractor? You can take it or leave it.
So you don't get that at first.
Okay.
They have like rating systems for drivers. Like I don't remember bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Right? I'd made it to a platinum level driver when I was with the company, and then you get to choose from 3 loads. When you finish a load, they send you 3 pre-plans, and you look at the destinations and the mileage. You're like, if the storm's coming in the North Country, you're like, well, shit, I'm looking for a load going south. Like, so you get a pick. You can stay out of the nasty weather as one of those drivers.
That's really cool.
They have 1 level above that diamond drivers, I think, but there's only like 3 of those in the whole fucking company or some shit. But they get to go wherever they want. They're like, well, where do you want to go?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I'd really like to go to Miami Beach and take a few days off. But then they're like,
yeah, sure, we got a load in, you know, a couple days between, yeah.
Yeah, they make it happen. Crazy. Yep. Yeah, you can be like, well, I want to be in Vegas for this event or something, and they could get you there. That's what they do for the diamond drivers. They make your life fun if you want it to be, you know. And they give you special loads. Like sometimes there's parties and stuff, or they're hauling stuff for the governor, or different special loads, and they'll give you like those loads, and then you might get a tip from some of these high rollers.
My daughter and I, we went to lunch today, you know, and there was this family plus like a couple of elders that sat next to us. And like they had to be like senator, governor, or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just tell from the way that everybody around them was. You know what I mean? They had to be like local politicians or some shit. It was really, you know, interesting that it was so obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like they just had an air that threw that out.
Oh, yeah, well, I dug some good holes today. That was what I did. I hauled 2 cubes of water up from the little spring, and that's 550 gallons in my truck.
Right.
I get like a little over 4,000 pounds.
They're the big cubes that are in the cage. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 of those in there, and it was still like about 1 inch from the bump stops in the back from touching. It's a heavy duty truck, but yeah, that's about as hard as you want to work it though. That's the limit.
Yeah. Yeah, I delivered newspapers, so it didn't matter what I was driving. It was usually too much weight. You know,
they're so heavy. They are even like one route or whatever. You know, like a route is heavy, let alone.
I drove a few different cars. It really didn't matter. I mean, a car and even a bigger fucking utility vehicle, it did not matter. Just overload you.
Our local place was looking for the newspaper Go Getter because they don't print them here. They print them in Santa Fe, and they have to go down there and get them. But they only publish once a week,
Right.
But they're busy all the time though with them moving the papers around from A to B and stuff.
Right. What's going on, Gut Rot? Thanks for coming in, bro. Cheers.
That guy starts at 3 a.m. on that day. I think you have to be at the place in Santa Fe at 3.
Yeah. No, I got in a bad habit of like doing that paper route and then like starting drinking doing that paper route, and then after that I went back to a cinder block plant working in the morning, which was really hard work. But I would still just
same.
like,
Driving 2 blocks.
Well, yeah, I know. And then I would just wake up at 10, at night. Like maybe I got home at 8 or whatever, but I just wake up at 10 and like go do the paper thing again, and I was like completely out of my mind. Like I never had enough sleep to be sane. I just moved. And I would think I wore those goggles all day, like the goggles that I wore at the cinder block plant. They would seem like they were on my head all day. Yeah, I wasn't wearing them. I wasn't wearing them. I'm at my other job.
I worked at this place with these presses. It was like this heavy metal powder making ceramic tiles, right? It was body armor for different things or whatever, vehicles and troops and whatever. And this fucking nasty ass powder was like this yellow powder get all over you, bro. Like everything. You had to wear cotton gloves inside of rubber gloves, so your hands get all fucking rotting. They get nasty, bro. And all your boots are all yellow. You're covered in this dust, and you see the old timers when they come in for their shift, because I was on night shift, new guy, and the old timers come in and they're all yellow, man, all jaundiced out from breathing all that dust in there for all those years. You're like, that's what's gonna happen if I keep working here.
Well, everything that I did in masonry and whatnot, right? It's all silica. So that's the problem. So there's a silicosis from breathing it in. And there's a short onset, which is like 5 years. And so that's what we all had to hit. It's like, did we make it 3 years? Is it time to get out? Do we have 3 more years if we leave for a year and come back? Because you don't want to hit that 5-year mark and have short onset scoliosis.
Mm-hmm.
My wife's brother, he just got he was in stonemasonry. He got trapped in an elevator they were restoring for maybe 20 minutes, and he got complete blood disease, kidney failure, liver failure in 20 minutes, being trapped in an elevator like in Pennsylvania that they were doing stonework on to restore.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, man. So
conditions in construction. I put myself in those conditions, being the tough guy over and over too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A lot of people do, man. I mean,
like, I can do it. Get out of the way.
Look, man, my grandfather's, right? One of them, this hand, gone because he reached into a fucking machine. His hand was gone. The other one, leg, gone, World War II. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of these, gone. One of these, gone. Every time I lead with my left, where I've broken everything, where I've broken my first tooth, my first head, my first this, everything that I lead with the left, I always think, you're going to end up just like them. Like one or the other of these limbs is gone. And I've been in a cinder block plant and almost jump in the wrapping machine or some shit that you should not do. And I'm like, that's what happened to your grandfathers.
I was working on a 100-ton press. Every time it came down.
Yep. That's how you make cinder blocks. Yeah, cinder blocks is nothing but a printing press. It just prints wet material into fucking 3D shapes. That's all it is. It's just a printing press. All you do is the same thing. You adjust the caster and camber and blah blah blah. It's the same shit.
Yeah, the dyes for the ceramic are like polished. You can see your face in them. They're like they're really super hard tool metal, and they're so polished. If they get a nick in them, then there's a problem, right?
Right. You can't have any what do you call it? Shit. You can't have any texture on the surface. Like you can't have a rough surface at all because it'll resist and probably destroy it. It'll crack. What's up, Anthony? See, he shared it to Anthony. Cheers, bro. How you doing?
What up?
Just getting high, having some coffee, man. Now I got this $4 coffee maker.
I got a pot of coffee over here. I got to get on it. What am I doing?
It's killer. I got plenty, man.
I got to shut it. There we go. I had the warmer on. I need to shut the warmer off. I'm off grid and the sun's going down.
I got a new thing. I got a new thing off grid for the tarot people, man. But I think I got to put some batteries in it. I don't have my tiny. You got
a battery tarot reader or something, or what? Battery operator?
Yes, no, maybe like a Magic 8-Ball. They have yes, no, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, like, should I smoke another bowl and then you shake it, like
that? Yeah, a yes, no, maybe machine. Yeah. Ever has one. He spent $45. I said, you spent $45 on a yes, no, maybe machine. Why didn't you buy some dice, my man?
It remains to be seen. It is still uncertain.
That's the maybe.
When it was all against Joe and everything was not working for me and I was all fucked and we were homeless and everything was gone to shit and I had a few dollars left in my pocket and we were about to be broke and I found a fucking Zoltar machine or whatever, Zoltan, and there he was in the glass box, the Zoltan. And I was like, Zoltan, I need you to tell me, bro, what I need to do, bro. Like, am I going to be all right, bro? And like,
he goes like this. He goes, the globe goes, or Christopher's head goes, it glows, and his hands go like this. And then he's like, and then he throws you that card when you're like, please, Zoltar. And he's like, and then you have to pull out the little drawer down there. And the card's like, if you were born in April, your sign is a sapphire or whatever,
Lucky numbers. It did have my lucky numbers and some other shit on there. But what it said was, it was like, it said like, it remains to be seen. I was like, fuck. I was like, that's what I'm telling you, Zoltan.
Don't give me the maybes. Let me see. Because I want to know if I can put the batteries in this yes, no, maybe machine. This one is for the tarot people. I got it from that new Goodwill that's in our backyard.
You ready? Out of my plants.
It was missing something, but I think we fixed that too. All right. So this is a yes, no, maybe, but it's basically supposed to be once a day. What is your destiny decoder for today? One question.
How do I get to the other side of the road, Yoda?
That's not a yes, no, maybe.
Vince, okay. How you doing, Vince? A yes, no, maybe. Okay. Will I smoke more weed this evening?
Ooh, did you hear what he said?
No, what'd he say, homie?
A Jedi craves not these things. He's judging you. He's judging. Are you judging? Here's a yes, no, maybe. Hold on. He lost his staff. I gave him an incense stick. Hold on. I'll have to ask him now. A yes, no, maybe. Are you judging off grid, you old man? He said, not yet.
Oh. All right, little Yoda. Is Joe gonna smoke another bowl tonight?
Not if anything to say about it. I have.
What did he say?
He said, not got anything to say about it. I have. Which meaning he's not going to answer you.
So he's all passing judgment, and then he's all not passing judgment? Mm-hmm.
Because I paid for him. He's a bitch.
Huh.
He wouldn't tell you. Old grumpy man. So like I thought I had to replace the batteries, but all of a sudden he started working a couple more times. Yeah.
I used to have a UFO. It was green with little dots on it, and it was like this big around, and the lights flashed and stuff. And it had a string that you could swing it on or whatever, hang it from the ceiling or some shit.
Right.
And but it was Gus's favorite toy, and he
Did it make a
knew how
sound?
to hit. He knew how to hit the button on it after
Did it
playing
make
with
a
it so
sound?
much. Yeah, it go woo 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 woo. Oh, right, it was vibrating. It go woo,
Yeah.
and it woo 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 woo. It was like he loved it. It was his favorite toy. Then it got thrown away. It disappeared.
Right.
It was something. Yeah, that was something. Something that was
Probably.
out of my control.
It was a coyote, man. It was a coyote.
It was the X. She threw it away one day.
You know, okay.
In the trash can one day. Didn't know.
She didn't take any animals, right? At all, right? No, you didn't have like a ferret or something that you lost.
To her ex before me, she took his dog. I think she still has it.
Dang. Okay. I was just wondering. You know,
that would have been messed up. No, she knew better than that. Hey, yeah, I watered the crap out of my garden.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I haven't seen it since I don't know about 2 days ago.
Bro, it rained last night, and then the sun came out today. Oh, we got so much growth; it was ridiculous. I got like 20 odd branches through the cages today. Like,
well, let's go show it off, man. It's called cornfields. You can't say that other word. It's corn.
Corn and beans.
It's weed corn. Yeah, we definitely got to see them, man. We got to see the growth.
Here we go. Oh, I turned it off and back on. Sick.
I can't believe how bright it is out there. That's beautiful.
Yeah, we're growing. This is Kylo Ren F3.
Wow.
Good, Joe.
Look at that color. Beautiful.
Yeah, it started getting the color on them today. The lime green in the centers.
Right.
It just appeared. Yeah, some growth today. Rain and everything.
So they got a big rain, and then they got hit with the radiant sunlight, right? And they got all that.
Yeah,
all that photosynthesis in today.
The sun. Yeah, right? The sun came out today, and we got a bunch of sun.
We just never had the thunderstorm we were supposed to. You know what I mean? It was really weird.
I spread out the tops of the Truth Times Chronic into like 5 or 6 different directions here. I took it sideways, trying to make it wider. Like, she needs a triple cage, this girl. She's crazy. She's insane. Like, look at this branch over here is like, it needs something else. Yeah, it needs something else there, man. We need we need another cage there, man. They all need to go down again.
I see that, yeah.
Heck yeah. Yeah, this has got a big hole right here. Now that the lowers have come through on this Kylo here, but this section right here is like real empty on this plant so far. We need the secondaries to come up and fill that out because, you know, the little guys, the little branches that are coming, like this one right here.
Yeah, what's up with defoliating? I mean, you haven't done that recently, right? You don't need to, or
yeah, we're not that thick. I can see that's the ground right there.
Right. Okay.
That's all the way you can. That's 2 feet below it right there. So we got them hollowed out. They're hollowed out for
like airflow and everything, so it all can breathe.
Yeah, we got them. Yeah, they're thinned out pretty good right now. The Twizzberries is the one that's going to need the work.
Okay.
That's Moon Magic.
Wow.
It's doing good. It's ready, almost ready for the outside cage.
Right.
It was way behind, but the Twizzberries. Look at it. Look what it's doing. Look how much that bushed. I know we can't go over there very far. I disconnect if I do, but
you can't. No. Okay. Yo, what's up, Benny? How you doing, my bro?
I can still zoom. Hey, Benny, that's the Twizzberries. Look at it. There's the top of the cage right there. It's out of the cage like quite a bit.
Man, it's like it's so wide. It's like carpeting. It's carpeting the area, man.
Ground. It's like it's crazy plant. It's got such little formations and all over it. Like they're
Right,
like that's a weird plant, man. It doesn't look nothing like the rest of them.
man. That's a nice Hawaiian shirt pattern right there, man. You better freeze frame that. Oh, let me hit that. Go back. I'm gonna hit that button. Let's see. I'm gonna make a T-shirt out of that right there. We're gonna get a Hawaiian shirt out of that pattern, man.
Yeah, the Twizzberries is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's perfect too. It's like it's watered well, so it's hanging a little bit. So you know what I mean? It's like chilling.
Happened to it in the last 2-3 days. This crazy
Yeah.
width that it just happened. Yep, all at once. Oh shit! There we go. I'm going down.
No, it literally, like I said, it's literally like carpeting. You know, it's really cool. What's up? Look at all those little ones.
Yeah, the babies. These
The
are the
immature.
RBF. Yeah, these are the RBF 4s. Those are my 6 immatures. The RBF
And
4s.
are you keeping stats on everyone that went out? You know, as far as males, females, and those stats.
Well, none of them are sexed yet. I don't know. What do you mean?
Oh, I just mean as you've been using the RBF4, you know, are you keeping? Because I know that you're scientific.
Last year it was 16 for 20.
There you go. That's exactly what I mean. See, I wasn't crazy.
This year we just germinated. We germinated quite a few, and then decided to pick the best ones. And then we don't know what the sex of these are.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't go that far, huh?
But I just picked the nicest looking 6, and we got rid of all the rest of them. So we're in compliance and shit. Hell yeah. But yeah, there could totally be. Who knows? Who knows what's here? It could maybe I'm better than Woody, and maybe I picked 6 females.
Oh, Benny's got a rollie going on. He's going outside for it, man. Yeah, let me roll up another joint, and I'll put plenty of spinner in it. There, I got a rollie too.
These guys have got these plants already like a foot tall. Like I got little babies.
Yeah, what about like you mentioned the 4th of July challenge? What does that mean? Just starting it on the 4th of July?
Hell yeah. Just the seed in the ground on the 4th of July.
Who
Seeing
does
what
that?
you can do.
Who does that? I mean, can I watch that? I want to see, you know.
I want to see. Well, we could take it pretty far. Hell yeah, we could. If we put it in light, you could keep it in veg.
Right.
Thing though, it's outdoor thing. You don't want to keep it in veg. It's just to see how much you can produce from the 4th of July. Like we think a good number is probably like probably a quarter pound, like a half pound if you're an ace grower, maybe. If you like, you'd have to be like working the shit out of that plant to get that though, because you only got a month. You got 30 days of veg, and you're in flower. Come on.
Yeah, off grid. I haven't had like really good communication with our farmer, you know, in the ensuing time since last harvest. You know, I showed you that one seed that just grew itself. That was interesting. But from what I understand, they're only going to do like one strain, and you know, I just haven't had good contact. But I hope everything goes well there. You know, because it's important to us. I mean, that's our big bag for the year. Everything else is just tasting stuff. So it is pretty important.
Smoking a pancake. I'm gonna have some pancakes, maybe some French toast. I got lots of eggs. Fried French toast. Holy shit! That water's got a hole in it. Hell yeah.
Eggs and bacon and a pancake sounds pretty good. Just roll it up, man. Roll the eggs and bacon.
Eggs and bacon. What's up? Here. This is what I done today.
The hole.
I made some holes for some posts. Some trees, baby. I got it. I think it's about 3 feet. Just short, maybe. Right around 3 feet.
Right.
That's gonna be good enough. That's gonna be good enough. I might have to make it slightly bigger diameter because the ones I'm gonna put down here are pretty fat, but And I got another one there, and I got another one over here, and another one back there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, another one right there. And I got them perfectly square.
I see that, man.
They look like those holes they made over in Iran. Oh, shit.
I didn't see those yet. I heard them on the radio.
It's just all black.
I can only hear it on the radio. There's nowhere for me to see it.
they're all like, look at the hole. There's a hole. That's pretty much what they're doing, man. They're like, look at the hole. You can see the hole. You're like, yeah, you can see it.
Looks like eternity. Looks like you need to drink the rest of the coffee, man. There's a big black hole in your cup.
Oh yeah. Yeah, thank God for this beast. Yep. Getting that
all that
shit
water,
in there. I think I've hit rock here. I can't go any deeper with this one, and it's not as deep. It's about 2 feet.
Okay.
I'm like, we might call it if I can't. It's full of water right now still. It's all full of water in there, like a full of water. It's been in there for hours, so it might be that might be the caliche. If that's the caliche, then it won't drain because there's a plate down there.
Oh damn! Okay.
It's like a rock, kind of like sandstone, sort of.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was like a shales type thing, because I'm used to that pretty much. When you hit that level, the water won't drain through like that,
Right.
Be Real's got Infinity Runts Shop Hello Mary. I don't know if that's a live or a video. I'm just letting you know because I got the notification. That's Be Real. I'm about to. Oh, I just ground up some herb and I'm rolling up another.
I hold the 2 cubes. I hold the 2 cubes in the truck, and yeah, this one's almost full, and that one's empty now. And I got all this shit full in here. Got all these full, the trash can, the barrels, and all these jugs.
When you filled the
it's
2
like 100
cubes up,
gallons.
you did it at the spring. You did it for free.
Yeah.
Cool. Good.
Drive down there, and drive back. We try to dump this water out here. That one over there in the corner is rainwater that I caught from that last storm. Like, that's probably going to be my food water.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, the maters are up to my titties.
Right.
Man, maters, that's going to be important, man.
Mine are getting there. They're getting there. Almost to my titties. That's the bottom of the window.
There you go.
4 feet. Around 4 feet. We're getting there. About 4 feet. I got some maters on there. You can almost see one right there. Probably about to disconnect though.
Oh yeah, you're on the edge.
Yeah, I think that's one right there.
It didn't really even pixelate yet, so you're pretty good.
Oh yeah. Well, I know we got away this over here somewhere.
When you do your live, even when you're showing the plants, it will pixelate on you. You know what I mean? From what I see on my side.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that in.
Yeah. Well, there you go. See, it just happened to you. You just pixelated.
Okay.
So,
it hasn't happened to you in this live though. Like all the leaves and everything, they were all clear the whole time. It was pretty good. Pretty good.
Maybe partly because it's a split screen. It's only sending half the data. Like my connection's probably not the best in the yard. So probably the live like this where you're on the shared live is probably gonna have better video quality than the whole full screen one for me anyway. Not having some kind of Wi-Fi.
I bet it's a lot more fun for people to watch, man. Like when we were watching the movie in your backyard, that's pretty cool. I told you we couldn't hear it, but that's gotta, yeah.
I didn't understand where. Ah, shit! Hang on. Gene.
Uh-oh.
Come here.
Wrangle them up, man. Wrangle them up.
Gene, go over here. Come here, Gene. Gus, get over here. Gene. Hey. Gene. Go inside. No. Go. I got it.
Cool. Yeah,
Jean
you
was
wrangled
gonna
them
kill.
up, right?
Jean's hair is standing up on her back.
Mm.
You ever seen a golden retriever with their hair standing up?
Yeah.
There's some gal walking up the street. Some gal walking up the street with dogs not on a leash. And Jean was acting threatened, and Gus was gonna go whoop ass. Gus was gonna go fucking kick everybody's ass.
I'm glad you got him back. I'm glad you got him back.
Yeah, Gus was gonna go to war. Got him. The girl's like, she wasn't even trying. Well, at least her dog was in my driveway, but it didn't make me go any closer towards Jean, luckily.
It wasn't on a leash or anything like that?
No, their dogs ain't on no leash. I always walk my dogs up the street on a leash. Responsible owners have their dogs on leashes. My dogs are in their yard, and they won't fuck around as long as your dogs don't come in my yard.
Right.
But they're standing there with no leash, and they're looking right in my property. And she's a puppy. She's a puppy. There we go. Buy some eggs.
What's that?
Like, I have no idea who that even is. We got some new neighbor.
Oh shit.
New neighbor raising hell.
Yeah. I figured
look like feral dogs.
I figured you at least knew who it was. You know what I mean? I figured you at least knew who it was.
Nah, look like some feral dogs. I don't even know if they're her dogs. Who the fuck knows? There we go. Check these out.
Right on.
I laid these out, Joe, from size. From like smallest on the left to biggest on the right.
Right? Damn.
Hell yeah, Joe. We're gonna build something, Joe. There's like 43 of those. 16. They're 16 foot long. Except for this first one's like 15. But then all the rest of them are 16 footers.
Man, it looks like it looks like some of the tobacco barns I grew up near, actually. Some of the curing barns.
Hell yeah, they're all sided with that.
It really does.
Hell yeah. Like, that's a lot of wood. That's like 16 foot by 16 foot or more. No, it's wider than 16. It's a lot of solid wood there.
Benny's got his bowl packed.
It's an awesome deck.
Right.
It'd be an awesome deck.
Right. It's already a deck and like seven rafts. You know what I mean? But yeah. He's gonna take that Huck Finn raft, man. He's going.
Yeah,
So those were what you got those right off your own property, like like all of that.
No,
it's
my property.
It's just near.
Huh?
It's just near.
Yeah, pretty near. I mean, 40 some odd miles away, 45 miles away.
Oh, so you hauled that by your truck?
Losing.
You hauled that by your truck?
Yeah,
those are so long, man.
Yeah. The truck has a 9-foot bed.
Okay.
It's a 9-foot. Yeah, it's a 9-foot utility bed. So Jean's losing it. What's going on? You should have seen her. I should have showed her with the camera when she was running back to the house
with her hair all up and all.
She looked like a Ridgeback. I never saw a golden retriever like that. I've heard that from Galaxy retrievers are super territorial of their den. Well, she just showed me how territorial she is of her property. She was
like a fox or something, like all puffed up.
Dude, Gus never got mad like that. Not ever, never, ever. She'll throw down. I can see. Good girl for staying in the yard and listening to Dad, though, because you don't even have a collar on. Like, you're a puppy. You can't be messing with that big old. Good thing that was an old dog. Maybe he knew that it was a puppy.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, but he should be on a leash, walking around your place,
Yeah. Yeah, man. Walking up the street, have him on a leash, man. She doesn't know the line yet, really. That dog's standing right there at the mailbox. She was gonna run right at it if I wasn't there. There, I know. You'll go back out in a little bit after they come back. They won't go very far. The sun's setting right now. Yeah.
Yeah, sun's setting right now. Yeah. It's dark over here, man.
I feel like I recognize the dog.
Yeah.
That dog was probably the son of one of these old dogs that was here.
Oh yeah,
It was
we got like an outside cat, right? And when my wife and I were dating, we used to go over where it was like an underdeveloped area behind this McDonald's and whatever. But since it was behind the McDonald's, there was a gang of cats that lived by the dumpsters and whatever because they lived off of it. And they were all these tiger striped tabby cats. And like 4 years later, this cat like just saunters up to our like porch, and we call it Tiger because it's one of those tiger striped tabby cats. It looks like it's only like, geez, it's only 3/4 of a mile away that all these cats lived, and it just wandered up and sauntered up, and we're like, yo, you're the family, like you're daughter of or whatever. So we had this cat around for years. Kept it outside. It would bring me mice and shit. I was like, "What do you want me to do? Cook it?" What's up, Chiefin? How you doing, bro? Cheers. But I was literally like, "What do you want me to do? Thanks. Happy birthday again. You know, whatever." But yeah, we took care of the cat. We just left it outside, you know. And literally, when it was like getting sick, we could see it getting sick and weak in the hips and shit, and it wandered away. It was like, goodbye. I'm doing the catwalk. You know, I'm out. You know, it never came back. That was it. Yo, Chiefin, what's up, my man? Yeah, you got to take your ass to sleep. Yeah, Wednesday. What'd you say? Wake and bake Wednesday every Wednesday, right? You already did it. Cheers, bro. What's up, off grid? He said.
What's up? What's happening? I'm packing one up. I'm packing up birthday cake.
Hell yeah, man. Birthday cake. There we go.
Yeah, I was narrowly avoided, Joe. Gus was charging at full speed. You should have saw him. Holy shit. It was about to go down. It was like,
right?
It was about to be a wild event. Golden retrievers going at it like it was going to be gnarly. Oh, shit. We don't want that.
It was a long, hot ass day. Yes, it was, Chiefin, bro. A little bit less than yesterday, but yes, it was. We all stayed outside, you know. My daughter got a nice haircut today. It's really cool. I was totally telling the guy, you know, cut her bangs, bro, so she can swim stuff. And mother, he wouldn't. He was like, "Nah, you're gonna mess up the whole thing." I was like, "Man, really?" And you know, he's like kicking my ass out of the fucking barbershop. He's like, "You're gonna mess up the whole thing." No, no.
What?
You know, I'm like, dude,
Oh, yeah?
I'm gonna pay you too. But I did. The dude in the chat was tripping. Who was tripping, bro? I missed him.
That's the guy who was on the guy. I don't even remember what his name was. It was some
On
stupid
yours or on Chiefin?
cock. On Chiefin's like this cock in his mouth or whatever his name was. Like,
hell yeah. I didn't see you go crazy. Nah, I saw you do some Wake and Bake Wednesday, but everything was cool. Oh, his name was Zaza Wizard.
69 or some shit over and over, different like.
Yo, man.
Like
Yo.
guys, I think somebody hit him in the fucking head. Maybe his mom dropped him too hard or something. Like, I don't know, man. Something wrong with that guy. Yeah, you're right.
Like
you
know, like
he's totally
the doom
Chiefin.
metal stoner rock bands, right? They always have like witchcraft and the doom metal, like the Black Sabbath post stuff, you know. So the stoner rock doom metal band. So, you know, it has to be like some sort of mix of shit. So I always say to my friend Mark, you know, I said Amethyst Warlock. Yeah, Amethyst Warlock is coming. You know, Zaza cock chugging wizard or whatever the fuck. He took your pic and did what? He made it his profile pic.
Yeah, it's his profile, bro. He made it his profile pic. It is. He stole his picture, bro.
Shit.
He's fucking song with him, bro.
You're famous, bro. You're so famous, man.
What it is, it's the envy, bro. It's
that shit's crazy, bro. YouTube is stupid. No, man, I'm not becoming a partner with this shit. I'm not. They take all theirs off the top. It's worthless to me. It's worthless. You're just gonna fuck up my taxes. That's my answer. If you take 40% off the top of my earnings, you're just
There's
fucking
nothing
up my
left.
taxes. What are you, a bellboy? Fuck you. You know, I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. Yeah. We're all smoking the good shit. That's good. He's got that homegrown, but I've got a pretty good grip right here.
1099, you at the end of the year, man. Some
Yeah, you're gonna
bullshit. They're
fuck
like,
up
let
my
me get your
taxes, bro.
information so I can 10. I'd be like, bro, but I already filed. They're trying to give you this 1099 all late and shit. Like, you're like, bro, but I filed. They're like,
yeah,
no, and they're late on doing their shit. Like, oh, that fucked me up one year.
yeah.
I was like,
No, yeah, my wife, she got hit with this independent business owner shit, you know, like sort of, you know, what do we call it? Subcontracting yourself out. So she had to do like the farmers market C class or whatever of the 1099-C instead of the A or B or whatever it was. So she had to
oh
do like the
yeah.
farmers market shit for being a bartender because that's
Well,
how
yeah,
they paid her, dude.
I had to file Schedule C for doing salmon fishing, and that shit was expensive. That was like being self-employed,
We
right?
had to pay.
Or
It's the
Schedule
same
C.
thing. We could have bought a business license. It's stupid shit. We could have bought a business license with that. I, Chiefin, I'm sorry about Zaza Wizard, you know, smoking baloney pony, but you know, it's gonna be blueberry ball sack next week. So cheers. As long as they trim the nugs. Get all the
Well, there's
holes
some
out.
good news. The good news is I think that this guy right here is feeling better.
Who?
He's oh, I don't want to say his name, but I think he's gonna about to eat kibble.
Oh, your doggy. Okay. Oh, I can't even say that, right? Okay. I get it.
No, you're in the earbuds. Yeah, I don't want to distract him. He's about to do it. I think this will be the first time in like that I've seen him in like 3 or 4 days.
Hey, we'll pull up
Some earlier
tomorrow.
when I.
We'll see you tomorrow, Chiefin. Hell yeah, man. Get some good sleep, man.
Yeah, I think he ate some. Nope, he didn't do it. He was gonna do it. He didn't. You get something to eat. Get some kibble.
How many of those like ball jars, like with the little handle, do you have? Like the little handle jars? 6 or 8, or how many do you have left? Like 7?
Ball jars with the handle.
Yeah, the little, like, they're like mason jars, but they're ball jars, right? Like Ball Company, but they have the little handle.
I have some with the handle.
Yeah, like from Walmart or something. You do. I was just saying, like, I'm gonna show
I
you
do.
when it comes around to like Christmas or something, because you are the one who makes the master cookies, but I don't have to do the smashing. I put the dry mix in a ball jar like that and put a ribbon and a little card that says "Happy Christmas, Mister." You know, and then I send it to you. I'm just gonna show you that you can do better. You know, you put a dry mix in with your expertise. I'm just gonna like do one of these mock recipes, you know. But I'm just gonna show you. Yeah, we'll see you, Cheapin. Thank you, bro. Enjoy yourself, man.
Your piece is being weird.
Hitting them.
I think my right earbuds.
Yeah, you still look a little spooked. Dog looks a little spooked.
My right earbuds a little off.
That's that
Gus,
dog.
get something to eat. Get something to eat, buddy. Eat your kibble. Good boy. I think Gene is crowding him. You gotta eat your kibble. Yeah, the right earbud's been cutting in and out. I don't know. I hope it's not something going wrong with it.
Yeah, I thought you were telling me before that, you know, in the recharging cycle, there is a thing where one side will die. You have to put it in, you know, and then switch over and stuff.
The right one goes out first by a half an hour. It's getting, yeah, it used to be only by like 5 minutes, and now it's like a half an hour the right one goes before the left one.
Yeah.
They still last a while, though. Pretty long time.
Well, I can't even believe I got Yoda to answer 3 times because it worked in the store, but it started wearing out on our way home, you know. And there's this lady around here, and she has these. They're her stepsons, and they play soccer. And so she asked Yoda about the soccer game. It said no, And then she got pissed, and I was like, "Oh, he's an old man. Don't listen to him. Don't worry." She's like, "I don't care what he says. We're gonna win that game or whatever." I'm like, "Okay, don't listen to him, man. He's a toy, first of all." But anyway, but the battery was dying. Thankfully, it answered you 3 times. But it told you, like, I'm not gonna tell you if he's gonna smoke a joint, but you're probably gonna get high.
He's doing it. He's a weird eater, though. Sometimes until he gets going, he eats them one by one, and it's like real cautious and stuff. Like, I used to have to talk him. Yeah, I used to have to talk him into every little bite when he was little. I'd be down there eating with him at the bowl, eating the kibble with him.
Did you eat the exact same food, or did you eat a different food?
No, I ate his kibble. I was eating his kibble.
I've eaten that shit before, but I'm just wondering. It's like cornmeal and stuff.
No, I was for real down in the bowl eating kibble with him, because to convince him that it was good, because he wouldn't do it. I was like, "Bro, it's good. I'm gonna eat this. If you're not gonna eat it, I'm gonna chow down on your bowl." And I was down there all just like munching down on it.
Did he grow up somewhere where there was a bigger group and he was shied away from the bowl or something?
I don't know. I only had to do it like twice though, and he ate it after that.
Yeah, but I mean, like being like scared to get in, like being pensive. Is it because there was competition before? Like more pups.
I don't know. They said they were feeding him this fancy dog food when he was little, but he wouldn't eat it. It was like $50 a sack when I bought the stuff that they said he was eating, but he wouldn't even touch it.
Huh.
So I was like, well, obviously he wasn't eating that then,
Yeah, right. Damn, man. They were just telling fucking lies or whatever.
To get you, it was grain free. It was grain free food. They were trying to get you to spend more money. Yeah, I don't know what the percentages are in the pedigree. This one only costs $5 more a sack now for the high protein one, and they have the regular pedigrees up to $30.
I mean, have you eaten it? Not because you want to get them into it, but just because it's a new one.
It's better. No, it's better. The high protein one's better. No, it's tastier. No, it is tastier.
So you tried
Gus always. Oh yeah, Gus always liked it better. He likes it better. It's just more money, that's all. But it is better. You can't always get it in our town is part of the problem. It sells out. They only get like 10 sacks a week or whatever for the Walmart, and that's for the whole town, like thousands and thousands of people. They only get 10 sacks of that, and they get pallets and pallets of the regular kind.
You better go on Thursday, man. Delivery day or whatever.
I think that might be it. Is it Thursday? It might be.
It's always knowable. First of all, when you go to Walmart, you go after 4 p.m. and you go either Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I always take Tuesday off in my life, right? Because people are contentious about Sunday for religious reasons, basically. They don't want to give up Sunday. So I say, I'll take Sunday.
That's good stuff.
When I'm in a right to religion, situation, I'll tell them I need Saturday, if I'm not and I don't have that right, then basically I'll just ask off for Tuesday and nobody cares. Because Thursday, Friday, and Saturday are paydays for people, but Tuesday ain't nothing. So Tuesday, when I walk through, nobody's out because they don't have coin. They have nothing to spend. They're just at work with their heads down.
You gotta hit them on you gotta hit them on a Saturday afternoon before they get tore down.
Right. Thursday's the best because that's the early payday, and that's where everybody who blows everything day one, that's when you get them. I mean, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying that's when you get them, But anyway, the situation that I operate on, so off-grid on Tuesdays, right? I will go pick up half pound of weed, half pound of mushrooms in DC at the gas station, right? 10:30 a.m. Nobody sees me. I'm just a dude with a backpack who has to get back
Yeah,
on the
man.
bus.
Yeah, man.
Nobody sees me at 10:30 a.m. And then what happens when I get on the bus back to the metro station? People are like, "Motherfucker, you stink," because I smell like a half pound of mushrooms and a half pound of weed. And I just got to get out of there because I go to a sleeping block where people just sleep, and so do rats, and they die. But rats get this big before they fucking die. But everybody
The
sleeps over there.
rats the size of cats, bro. Like
everyone gets this big, and then it dies. And it's across from the funeral parlor that I grew up around in Maryland. So it's across from the place where I was like, I'd love to have my funeral there. You know what I mean? Because it's the place I grew up near, and it's right across the street.
wait.
So even if I get
So
hit, I
y'all are
got
into
across the street from where I want to be buried and whatnot. So, man.
crabs. You guys are into crabs, huh?
In Maryland, yeah. But that's more Eastern Shore stuff. Yeah, I'm saying like this is northeast DC. I'm from Central Avenue 214. It turns into North Capitol Street. 3 miles from the Capitol. But yeah, so when you look at the star on the U.S. map, they got the star, and it's 5-pointed star. So the bottom down here, that's exactly where I'm from. Like, so you got the star, the top point, you got it's 5-pointed star, but the bottom negative space, that's exactly where I'm from, right
there. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just funny because it's 10:30, and I go to this taco place, right? But right behind that, there's this place called Shirley's Place. And because it's Tuesday, that's the only reason I don't go. But they give you free food. So on Tuesday, it's 2 slices of pizza. I just don't like the pizza. So I go to the taco place. But if it was a taco day, I would also have free lunch and just disappear. It's beautiful over there, just disappear.
Huh. I think Gus is less allergic to this food. Like normally when he eats his food, his eyes water. He's done that most of his life. When he
Yeah.
eats food, his eyes cry. It's like I don't know. Yeah, I think it's the food. Yep, but he did it less with this. He hardly at all.
I've recently had daytime like photosensitivity that's pretty bad. Like if I'm looking at like a painted stripe on the road that's white and the sun is bouncing back up, it really hurts in my eyes. So my father got me these Swiss Army sunglasses. So I've been wearing them recently. The thing is, I try to like close my eyes when I'm out there before I wipe the sweat off and put them back on. But today, I think I used my shirt and I probably just put pollen straight in my eyes. And it didn't hurt my eyes, but in my nose, I just started like sneezing crazy. So I definitely have an allergen to the regular dander around. No big deal anymore. I used to have like fucking chronic asthma, dude. That was terrible, but I've always smoked and, it actually has always gotten better in that practice. I don't know why. I'll still get cancer, but exercise. I'm gonna go get those glasses, man. I'm gonna put them back on. I need practice anyway, because I suck indoors. When I wear them to beat the daytime sun, I still got to walk in places, and there I have no depth perception. So I'm gonna put them on for training.
I'm like, I need Aerosmith playing in the background right now. Like,
I got
pink is my favorite color. It gets pink when I turn out the lights. Like,
wait, I don't have that one's play, right? Hold on, off grid. That one's play. I don't have play right here, but I do have one. So hold on, let me see. This is out here today. It was pump. I have pump somewhere. Paint you were love at first sight.
yeah, I heard the song that well at all. I haven't heard it. I probably haven't heard that song for like 25 years or something like that. I don't know.
That's a long time. Well, shit, I thought it was in this CD book. It may not be. It's not. Yo,
You're
Space
trying to go
Monkey,
outside
what's going on?
in the big yard.
Who's this guy, man? Who's this
go
guy?
out in the big yard.
Who's this guy?
Oh, recognize the face. Not sure.
Who said that's his shirt? Space Monkey's baby picture right there. It's not your shirt.
I recognize the face on the cup, but I couldn't tell you who it is.
I heard he's a YouTuber. I bought it at the Goodwill. It was 99 cents. My daughter today was telling me he doesn't have a pink mustache. I was like, he does. And then she was like, no, he doesn't have a pink mustache. And I was like, well, what do you call it? Lavender? And she was like, no, the guy. And I was like, I don't know the fucking guy. I only know the cup. And I think that's pink. Am I colorblind? You know? And she was arguing with me about nothing. Let me see if I can find Pump. Yo, yeah, who is it? Who is it? I heard he's a YouTuber.
Faces, right?
I don't believe that. I think it's more Snowflake. There's biphotal patterns, but they go in every single direction, so it becomes endless and non-predictable. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Gotta have Aerosmith in one way or another. Master of Puppets, and Psy, and Freeze, and Chuck Brown, Supernova, Covenant, Billie Holiday, Nine Inch Nails.
There we
go. Billie Holiday, Nine Inch Nails. Tommy Dorsey, Buckethead, Gremlins soundtrack. Cupid's Revenge, Pakalika.
I never heard
it. Me neither.
You said me neither.
Slipknot, Metallica, and Missing Persons, and yeah, I've heard of them. Yeah. No, I was for sure there has to be an Aerosmith here. Two Live Crew. This is what I need to do. My wife wrote these, and I need to get them book made. These are files that she wrote, and I need just an editor, and just throw them in there as like a gift. That's what I need to do. Yeah, there's another one. Friday the 13th. This one says Tom Waits sound alike. We were listening to this live the other day. It's not Tom Waits, but it sounds like him. I think it must be Richard Cheese. Alan Jackson, Glenn Campbell, Stevie Nicks, Glenn Miller, Lizzie Borden, Blue Oyster Cult, George Strait.
Coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint.
Coffee and a joint. Coffee and a joint. Coffee and a. Coffee and a. Bum, 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 bum. Shit. Lenny Bruce.
That was all.
We're done. There's no music.
420, you can play that stuff if you have a way to get to a second thing. Like, I don't know. We were told we could use Coffee Music 420. He makes beats and different music and stuff. His whole channel's all full of like thousands of tracks and shit.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of like royalty free in that, but I don't have that laptop yet. When I do, that'll be a different story.
Right, second device, yeah.
I pulled out the Book of Lies for when Hobo comes around because he's reading 777 and he needs to read the Book of Lies. So I pulled it out for Hobo. There's a.
Stevie Ray Vaughan was the man. Yeah,
I know he was
yeah.
awesome, man.
Well, too bad he died, man. He was like,
Yeah.
wow, what a player though. Like maybe one of the best ever. Like I don't know, man. Like wow, if he would have lived longer, you know, would have been a lot of good music anyway. But you could have said the same thing about Jimi Hendrix or a bunch of other people.
I mean, yeah, some of those people, like, I mean, there's a lot of people that just have unique voices, like, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Dylan, or Ice-T. Like, you'll never mistake them for anybody else. None of those guys. Eminem, you'll never, think he's LL Cool J. It doesn't happen, right? So fame is basically individuation. If you deliver something that nobody else can, then you basically corner that market in reality. And let's see what kind of copyright shit.
Let them.
There we go.
Yeah, little Jean's about to be a teenager.
Yeah.
That's part of her. She's been giving me attitude because her hormones are starting to go, I think.
Is it a like I guess they say 6 or 7 years or something? So when it's like a 14-year-old, it's like what,
I don't
3
know.
or
Yeah,
something?
7. Yeah, so she's like, I don't know. She's like 4 now. 4 years
Okay,
old.
4.
I don't
Yeah. So, yeah, that's
know.
what I'm saying. Yeah. That sounds like that is pretty old. I mean, that sounds like it's getting to the pregnancy age is what I'm trying to say.
Better not be, Gene. You gotta get a lot bigger. I gotta order those. I should order those. I don't know how big she's gonna be, so I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna order those little. They got these little doggy panties online. You can get. They're washable.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you should do that. Yeah. Maybe they have like kind of adjustable ones and you don't have to nail down the size and it can vary a
They,
little bit.
yeah, they do. They have
Yeah.
Velcro.
So that was cool. That would be really cool so that they could fit good that day. You know what I mean? Like people get bloated, right?
Yeah.
Maybe too much salty water the day before or whatever.
You want them on tight. You want them on tight.
Right.
Because Gus. Yeah, no, I can't leave Gus around her. No. Staying with me, Daddy's little girl.
Cool.
She has to stay
Right.
with me.
Cool. Right. Yeah, I mean, my daughter, she knows everything, so she's not staying with me for protection. She fucking knows, you know what I'm saying? But she stays with me just because. She knows if people are checking her out, like everything. She knows it.
9 Cali went live. I wear my sunglasses at night
Right?
so
Well, I
I
have to
can
get used to them.
see.
$10 3. $10 3, that was their song. No, it wasn't. It was what was it, Corey Hart or something? I with my son. Yeah, it was Corey Hart. Sunglasses at night, so I can watch it. It's a fucking stalking song. She is the one. He's in the bedroom watching her eat and sleep. She's the one. He's a stalker. You got to listen to the bridges. That's the best part.
Oh yeah.
Creepy motherfucker. All of them, though, like nobody's exempt. Like the women are not exempt. Madonna and Cyndi Lauper, they made their creepy songs. They're not exempt either. All of them were creepy.
Like that was just a creepy. Cyndi Lauper was a creepy ass. She was a creepo, bro. That was like, wow.
Yeah,
Madonna,
she's a
yeah.
country
How
artist
far can
now,
they go?
man. She's a country artist.
Janet Jackson's titty at the Super Bowl. Like,
oh, and who was that with? With like Justin Timberlake or something, but something like that. But
yeah, he
no,
was the one that
She's a country artist, but like that's not even the thing. Like the problem is she's an egomaniac. Like I mean, like that shit's crazy. Like how do you really think you're that great? Like if you're a musician, okay, but if you're a carpenter, okay, but don't be crazy. Who's King Carpenter?
Big Dave. We got Big
Big
Dave
Dave?
and Nine
I
Cali
didn't
just
know.
went live.
Oh yeah, he was on here last night, man. His audio wasn't good, but he was on here. He's all shaved and clean cut for summer, I guess.
Big Dave?
He's younger than me by a month. He was letting me know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for little brother, man.
Little brother?
You know what that is? The System of a Down,
Yeah.
hypnotize and fucking
Come
mesmerize and no fucking thing. Come on, man. I felt like the biggest asshole. Oh my god, that's a killer song. Listen, here we go. This is
for the
Daniel.
audio though. Like
Dude, those came out. I got them at Target, and they were like kick-ass, real editions and shit. And they were like $9.99 because they were in that section of Target, which is usually like the shit that's 2 months old instead of being new, or it's just cheap. And these two albums, Hypnotize and Mesmerize, they're just fucking brilliant. Like, and I know the bass player's sister. She's another bass player that I know. It's fucking cool. These guys are awesome. Yeah, she's a half Armenian too. And I've went and seen all of her bands. I just show up, because I don't know him.
bouncy girl. Oh, she's bucking. Look at her.
Oh, I know.
I'm bringing her back.
At least she's not that huge. She's slimming down. She's good.
Around 50 pounds. She's still about 50 pounds. Her legs are still real short. I imagine she's going to get taller.
Man, when you were throwing the post digger down, that's like 120 pounds of force that you were doing. I tell everybody, man, hey, you want to do a sit up or push up, go outside, right? And and they're like, why? And I'm like, because you're pushing the whole earth away from you. It's heavy.
My arms are hurting so bad right now. I got arm pump. Like my arms were killing me. Man, I sat around for 6-7 months. Like, look at this shit. Now look at my arm. My arm, like what the hell? There's like, it's all fucking super veiny and shit. Like,
Yep. Damn, those are huge. Yep.
Like, there's plenty of blood.
Vascularity, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys.
Yep.
I mean, I hear you guys when you're. I hear when you guys are talking about bodybuilders and stuff. That's always been an interest of mine. It's really cool. And I remember when your one bicep was smaller, and you were pumping. You're balanced out, right?
Did we come through?
Oh shit! He said "steamy Ray Wan" or something. He was maybe being funny. I don't even know. Shit.
Man, I don't even know how to use my phone anymore. They fucking changed it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I guess I gotta dial the white fucking hair, man. I can't,
You got the white too? Like, that's why I got it shaved off right now, because it's all white.
This is all white.
All...
My father says, like, after he said under your ear hole, you know, down. He said your ear hole down after 26. Yeah, it could be, you know, all the way. Because the top is pretty dang dark, you know, for what most people see. They're like, damn, you know, the top's dark, but you know, I'm fucking 47, which is nearly 50, you know, so this is all white. I could shave it off, dye it, I don't know.
Check out the hairline, Joe. Look at this shit. Since I'm in like yeah, you got lots of hair. This shit's going away, man.
Right. I got that what is it? I got that Martin Sheen bullshit right here. I'm like dead, but I have hair. Martin Sheen. Like he's like the real like Weekend at Bernie's.
Used to have hair. I swear, I used to have hair all the way down here. I swear, I used to have hair all the way down here when I was a kid. It was all like I had blonde hairs here and stuff too, like a lot of blonde hair.
Yeah, you used to have a lot more hair for sure. But no, it's really funny because like I've always had like a weird, you know, it's not really. People think it's a widow's peak because like it's cut like that or whatever, but it's not, and so it's jaggedy. So I have these little hairs that grow out. So my son, he used to mistake it all the time. He was like, "Oh my gosh, your hair is hanging on by 2 strings." He thought like if they fell out, everything was gone.
Oh yeah, don't cut it. Don't cut it. Shit, let me get my comb. Let me hide it. Hang on. Do my comb over. Fool the world.
He's like, "Oh my, watch those 2 hairs."
World with a fool the world. Hell yeah, that's what we need, right? Vanity, whatever.
Right. I'm not really vain, but my mother was so vain, you know, that I understand it. I play the game, you know. She used to stare in the damn. I would get a friend, you know, and just like she'd be driving her van, but she'd be staring in the rearview mirror at them, like looking at their eyes, looking at their cut, looking at their clothes. You know, I'm like, dude, like the vanity is like insane, mom. You know, it's Victorian. Like when we were talking about that, you know, like you saw that Mother Dear shit. That's that VC Andrews. That's that Victorian. Like that's crazy shit. Gotta be perfect or ready for the ball.
Steamy Ray. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I know, man. He was being, I don't know, sideways. I'm just kidding.
Facetious, maybe.
Yeah, that's my dad used to use that word, man. I was like, why don't you say sarcastic? He never answered me, so I was scared. But no, I'm listening to Tim Lizzy now. I didn't know why, you know, like he was being more specific. I was like, okay, never mind. I don't want to know. Never mind. Why?
I'm ready for the vampires. Look at this wooden stake right here. It's even burned on the point. It's
right?
Burned on the point already. And like, oh.
Van Helsing. He's Peter Van Helsing right there. Yeah, that's right. Keep it away. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, staking is literally like staking to the ground. It's like, you know, when you stake a corpse because you're like, I don't want this motherfucker to ever come back. So you hit him into the clay and the mud. You know, that's what staking is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big, they're hitting like a broom handle.
Crossbones is breaking their bones. So if they come up, they don't have use. That's what crossbones is. It's like, fuck them.
Well,
like, if they come back, they have no use. We break them off.
Where the homies, they wake up out of the grave. I've seen those where they just crawl right out of the grave. There's that one, he kills the girl right away. She's there like visiting the grave or something, and like
in reality,
he grabs her in a movie.
Oh, good. In a movie, cool. Okay.
In a movie. It's a movie. It's like it's one of his family members, like his granddaughter or great granddaughter. She's going to see him or something, and he grabs her out of the ground and claims her right away and gets power from her.
Right. Well, no, I mean, just like traditionally, this is like that's where those sort of myths come from. Like they did stake people to the ground that they never wanted to get back up. They did break the bones of people and cross them across their neck so they would never be able to use them again. You know what I mean? Like they had enough superstition to do it. You know?
Huh.
I mean, I've never seen anybody crawl out of the grave in real life, but
Interesting.
I guess it's a tribute if you earn that much fear, I guess. I don't know. If you earn that much fear in the world, that you have to be
I think
manic
David
in the body.
Blaine, they buried him alive, right?
Right.
Inside of a coffin for I don't remember how long. They did some crazy stuff, man, like that one in the water tank or some shit
Yeah. He
in
did it in
Vegas.
ice. He did it in ice. But look, dude, he wasn't in the ice. Like, he'll admit it. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like that. No.
Was he wearing some
That's the
kind of
trick.
suit that looked like his skin or something?
It's
Or
like,
was it
and he doesn't tell you how. He doesn't tell you how. But trust me, because
probably a wetsuit that looked like his skin, I don't know. Maybe with enough makeup
you can
and shit.
see a little bit of weird, like, eye things, that look very Disney animatronic, like you can see a bit of that. I'm betting it's projected.
Him.
If you know
Yeah.
what a Pepper's ghost is.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, you could
A
be
Pepper's
projected up
ghost
from.
is you just take one pane of glass and you turn the light towards it. You turn the light off behind the other pane of glass, and the pane of glass there's no light behind it reflects the
Like a
object.
prism.
And
Yeah,
so when
prism
he's
in
like
a
this,
prism in a mirror. You
it's
can
just a
shoot it.
projection, I believe, and he's not in there.
Yeah,
He
a
said
prism in
he's
a
not in
mirror
there.
would totally work.
There's an
He could be
interview
right.
with his mentor. His mentor made this huge magic box set,
Cylinders. There's like cylinders that project like things like we're talking about in the cylinder, and like it'll even spin around in the cylinder.
Listen well, son of Jarrell. You put the crystal in, and you know what I'm saying? It's just like the Crystal Palace in fucking Superman. It's the same shit, really. It's fiber optics. You put the crystal
somehow
in,
projected. Yeah.
yeah. It's the same shit. So, like kids get like little Crayola things where you put like one pattern picture behind one pane of glass. It shines the light on it and it reflects on the other, and then you trace it, and then you're left with your drawing. That's just another Pepper's ghost.
What about where he made the Empire or the Statue of Liberty disappear?
Did he do that, or did Copperfield do one of those?
I don't remember. I couldn't tell you.
I mean,
somebody made the whole Statue of Liberty disappear anyway, and I was like, how could they do that with that many spectators? Would they have some kind of special magic curtain that was big enough to block all those hundreds of spectators from seeing? And all the cameras?
I'm not going to answer. The normal answer, in the old school of magic,
But
the old answer is you move
everybody was there was in on it.
No, the old answer is you move the camera. That's the old answer. I'm not gonna...
take away, point it out at the bay, turn it back on. Boom! Look, nothing there.
I don't know
gone.
what they do.
Ha ha! It's amazing, isn't it? And the crowd all woos and hoos because they all got $100 bills.
There's a
They're
concept.
like, woo!
You'll never miss this. Like when they call a kid up or whatever, like every single magic show you'll ever see, there's a concept that's called an instant stooge. It's somebody who's not going to tell on you. That's all it is. And you get the whole audience not to tell on you pretty easy too. And the way you do that is you just put somebody in who agrees with you first, and nobody wants to break that man's heart. Nobody. So when I tell you I'm being evasive not to be offensive or something, that's what I'm doing. See, I'm being an instant stooge. I'm like, I don't want to break his heart. I fell for it. He's like, which sign is yours? And it's got every symbol, right? But they all say Gemini underneath. So when the kid looks at the board, Gemini, you know what I mean? But nobody else can see it. But he just does it. That's how they do it. They can move the camera. There's no Empire State Building over there. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, where is the moon right now? Are we at a new moon right now, Joe?
I guess we had a solstice, but that's summer calendar, right? I mean, that's sun calendar. Sun calendar. But sun calendar, I guess, is not Grecian or Roman anymore. It's more subject to daylight savings time, which means we're probably 2 years ahead of what your clock says. And you got to look at Eid. So Eid should be in like September, but it's usually like way early. So that means we're probably 2 years behind where you think we are. And that's why my daughter's so huge.
Yeah, today's the new moon. And then it's 2 more weeks until it's the full moon, and that's the last full moon until August, man.
There you go. So I need to get in touch with my farmer before the full moon and find out what's up. Because we at least want to get some brownies, and I know they got keef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they can make us some brownies, you know? So, yeah, before that full moon, because they only do it on the moon's, schedule and shit.
Yep, I've been taking my plants got a break from food. Last like I don't even know how many days, several days.
Yeah, but nature gave them all that rain, right? We got 10 likes off grid. Can you believe it? I can't. 10 likes in 10 hours.
I get about 16 likes in like about 12 hours.
It's killer, man. It's killer.
You'll get the likes if you're on for long enough. Chiefin gets like 40 likes in 30 minutes. Holy shit.
Yeah, he does. But
shit?
he's got what, 27,000 subscribers? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
He's like 10 million subscribers.
He's got 27,000.
Sum up the Chiefin session.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. No, 11,000 is crazy. Like, if you have 11,000 subs, man, let me know, because that's crazy.
It has like 13, whatever, but I don't think it's changed in years. The count, really. Not really.
No.
The one video that he talks about male and female seeds, it got like 1.2 million views. I think that's where most of the subs came from.
I've been enjoying Crumblewig's videos quite a bit. They're really nice.
Hell yeah, me too.
He's got that raised bed, man.
Yeah, I've been watching
over there, huh?
In that horse trough.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
He says it's about 150 gallons.
Pretty cool, man.
Yeah, they're looking good.
Here we go, man. I bet you I'll find Aerosmith in this bag. What is Hari Kiri? Sounds like something people do. Never mind. What else?
Yeah. Hurry. Hurry, Curry. Hurry, Curry. Oh, shit. It's out back door.
I saw that like pseudo Japanese lettering, and I read it, and I shouldn't have. But...
You want my DVD?
1 for 2, 2 for 5.
$1. $1 make me holla. Make you holla. $1.
You always say 1 for 2, 2 for 5, because the people who think they want to outsmart you are like, I'll take 2 for 4. And it's like, you want 2 for 6? How about 4 for 10? And then they're like, I thought I was smart 5 minutes ago. Wait a minute.
more your money out of your wallet. Ha ha ha.
Right. How much you got, cowboy?
9 for 20. Ha ha.
Yeah, it's all based on what watch they're wearing. That's what they tell me. I don't sell anything.
Each. Yeah, $5 for you. $5 for you. $1. 25 cents. Free.
You want Timex? Okay, $14. You wear Rolex? Okay, $74.
Hell yeah. Variable price, huh? You got is it variable price? I wonder if there are people that do that.
I think everything's variable price. Yeah, because I get, I hate it. I don't like injustice, right? So even when people are like, "Oh, for friendship," I'm like, it's kind of unjust.
Huh.
I feel a way about it. I can't believe it. 3 books and there's no Aerosmith because I know there's Aerosmith in a couple of these, man. What? At least we didn't have a
Amazing.
thunderstorm. We could use the rain.
Like I think my favorite recording of Steven Tyler is at Howard Stern birthday bash or some shit. I forgot what year, but he's playing piano in front of like a small crowd for Howard Stern's birthday or some shit.
Right?
Really good.
Space Monkey, could you be more on time? That's Shelter, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. But yeah, you want $500? You want $500? But yeah, that's actually Shelter. It's so funny you say Hare Krishna, right? Hare Krishna to the fucking heroin Coke Krishnas with their top knots and shit. Fucking gangsters. I'm actually like, I actually follow like Srimad Bhagavatam and all that shit, but I'm not a gangster.
I mean, deposit, send it to my PO. Cash money, please. $20 bill, non-denominational, non-consecutive.
In the Goonies, $50 bill, $50 bill.
Baby roof, baby roof.
Oh, it's fake. No, it's not fake. It's the same print every time, dude. It's fake.
That was on Chuck, right? Chuck or Chucky. Chucky was great. He's always stuffing his face all the way through the whole movie. Going,
yeah. We have a picture of him. Like we have like a changeable photo thing, in films. So it's got like Mogwai. It's got the Mogwai. It's got the Mogwai, and then we change it. It's got Mila Jovovich. Like then we change it, and it's got Chunk, and he's in the ice cream freezer. And he's looking around. Remember how he's looking around and then sees the body? He's looking at all the ice creams and he's like, oh, he's like Rocky Road, chocolate eruption, double
oh fuck
eruption,
yeah, dude! Oh fuck yeah! He's all his eyes all fucked up, like he's all fucked up, bro. He's like conehead, fucking all fucked up, bro. I mean, he's a big goonie, right? It's like the big goonie. He's like, like he fucking holds up the mountain while they all escape at the end and shit. He's badass, big goonie.
We just got the photo, like after like the body that's frozen falls on him, and he looks through like the little ice cream freezer, and he's all like shocked. Shit's funny, man.
From like his dungeon that his mother was keeping him in the dungeon, like down there, all chained up like a monster.
Yeah, Sloth. Yeah, Sloth was chained to the walls, which he obviously could just rip off at any time he wanted. He just didn't do it.
Apparently, right?
He didn't do it. Like he was playing until he found somebody to go with. He needed a homie. That was his problem. He needed a partner. Sloth would have stayed there, chained to the wall, eating the shit on the floor, until he found somebody to run with.
Hell yeah.
You want $500? You want $500? That's from Bubble Boy. I don't know if you've seen that with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I've seen Bubble Boy.
Yeah. He goes to that. He goes to that. Like, I don't know. I guess it's some sort of mud wrestling club or whatever, where the host is like, "You want $500?" And they do like some sort of talent contest, a strip club or whatever.
Yeah, my grandma had like thousands of VHS movies recorded on VHS. She put like 2, 3, 4 movies sometimes on the same tape. And like she labeled them all, and there was thousands of them, man. And she had like She had a little catalog that had everything listed and what was on what tape and the number
My
of the
dad.
tape and shit. It was crazy.
Yeah, my dad had it. It was a binder that came with like the first 50 beta, but that he recorded. But after that, he gave up. It became too big. It was
Yeah,
a
she
too.
was crazy with it. She was just retired and bored. It was insane.
He had
Like,
VHS. That means SLP. That means 8-hour tapes, 10-hour tapes, 12-hour tapes, 16-hour tapes, dude. So yeah, the stuff that she recorded, you could never watch again. Like people who record their own soap operas, but they don't record over them. They just make more tapes, make more tapes.
yeah,
There's no way you
yeah,
can catch up with that. I think
she had
soap
so
operas are
many.
cool because I think of like the story that people used to tell at a campfire, and they'd be like, "We have to go to sleep for this evening, but we're
Oh
going to
yeah,
continue the
I.
story tomorrow." You
Oh
know,
man, we used to tell some good stories at the campfire.
who did?
We used to tell some good stories at the campfire.
Yeah. I was wondering, yeah, did you have like a particularly good storyteller? Because like that's how I think of, in the '80s and stuff and '70s when people were watching
There
soap
was
operas.
so
I'm
many.
like, it's
Well,
cool.
because I was in scouts, like yeah,
Right.
there was always campfire stories. And we went on the national camp, and they told some crazy campfire stories. I wish I could remember them, man. There was so many. I don't remember any of them, man. I smoked since then.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that's what happens when you smoke for like 20 odd years, like 25, 30 years, whatever. Like, you know,
I mean,
25 years. I've been
there's
smoking for like 20.
there's ways to trigger your memories. I think all of that stuff that's etched
Yeah,
in is still there. It's all folds in the brain somewhere.
yeah.
It's written information. That's what they're going to use DNA for computing, man, because they can use, biological DNA and get those same four, like adenine, guanine, diamine, thymine, those four
Well, it's
things.
like the
They can
files
do
are there.
that forever, dude.
The files are there. You just can't access them. I agree. Like the information's still written on the hard drive in our brain.
Yeah,
We didn't. It's still there. What's not there is the pathway to get to the information.
you
Like
can burn that
we didn't
shit.
make the. Yeah, it's not
But
being used. So it's like a
that's
dead
why, see,
road.
that's why old school science and new school science, for the past 15 years, there's a clash because the people that understand now and they're not stuck on an older thought, there's a thing, the neuroplasticity, you can make exactly like brand new pathways to the same old information.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Well, that's
the old
why
school
with
thinking doesn't under 79, like my education level of 1979, they don't understand that shit. But I mean, I get it. There's a neuroplasticity that people understand now. And so,
yeah,
like, we had
for
a
sure.
therapist, and he's on the future for being a pharmacologist, and that's good. He shouldn't have really been a therapist for my son. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't a good fit with that, fine. But, with his father and stuff, he did, like, they did it in physical recovery, but they attacked it from a neurological, standpoint and got him walking again and stuff. You know, it's just certain things are not problems to be solved. Certain things can be. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, but it's just inspiring that all of that is possible, and yeah, I believe you definitely have the file tree. There are broken connections, but thankfully we can even make new ones. You know what I mean? Now we hit 10 likes, man. That's a
Yeah, it's
12-hour stream. There you go.
yeah, it's easy. Yeah, it's easy to relearn. Us old dogs, if we knew something before and we've done it before, we might be rusty, right? Rusty or not remember. But as
Yep.
soon as we do it a few times, it'd come right back to us quick. Like anything that we've done before in the past, to just come right back right away. Within a week, with even a week, yeah, it'll be right back. You'll be slapping that shit out just like you always were.
It's so true, man. And going through these CD boxes here, I have some stuff that I did on like like the drum pads. You hit them and then you program in the drum sounds. It's a drum machine, but it's analog. I hit it, yeah. So when I'm making it, I'm thinking I fucking horrible, but it's a long time ago, and I'm listening to it now, and I'm like, well. Yeah, you actually did fine. Like, it sounds great now. It's like you were critical about that, but why? Because you were surrounded by drums your whole life while you're doing other music and shit. Like, no, you
Oh
did
yeah.
fine. It's just like when you thought you did it, you were just overly critical about it. It just makes no sense. It's actually pretty fucking good. I'm like, what was I concerned about? That's pretty good.
Right.
Weird, man. That perspective is weird. Being all obsessed with quality, perfection, whatever, impossible things.
Oh yeah. This is my Uncle Joe from when he called me. He's gone on now, but this is his message he sent to me. Let's see.
Okay.
See. It wasn't. Yeah, I'm not on voicemail or on
Speaker. So what did he
speakerphone.
say? What did he say?
I'm trying to. He said, "Hey, how you doing? I'm calling. Yeah, just calling to see how you're doing." It's like, talk to you later. Yeah. How my meeting went the other day. He was asking. Yep.
Well,
He was pretty
what happened
tired though.
after that?
He was already bedridden for months by that point. Like, yep. Yeah. He
Okay.
went on for a little while. He went on for a little while. We had a lot of conversations over like his last year that he was alive. Me and him talked almost every day. He's calling me all the time. He didn't have nothing else to do. He's stuck there in that bed. He had
I
nobody
hear
else to
you.
want to
Yeah.
talk to. He's like, well, I know he'll answer the phone. They call me. We talk,
Yeah. No, it's good that you're there for him, man. See, my uncle, man. I mean, I have this uncle, and he tries to call me, and he doesn't understand why I don't answer. And I'm like, because like I don't think you're right, man. Like all the fucking people that I had to hang around, all your friends and stuff, and and like the life and shit like that they had, like I can't associate with you. That's fucking why. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I can't answer you. And um, my grandmother who adopted you, who said, this is where my father was like talking about my mom's fucking overdraft account and how it was full, and I was like, yeah, I know. Like she told me years ago. She was like, she showed me. She's like, you see how I don't have money? See, you know what I mean? And like, what am I gonna do? Tell her mom, dad? I'm sorry, bro. But her dad said, I mean, her mom, said about this uncle, right? That through his like, because he had schizophrenia and stuff, and she adopted him and stuff, and so through his social security, she literally said to me, and this is where people are lazy in their speech and stuff, and it's crazy to telling on themselves. She's like, every dollar I ever made, I made through him, and he was, he's locked up and stuff, and I just don't deal with him because I can't associate because the people that he brought me around, were toxic and bad, and maybe it's the same thing with like good friends even that I've had that they have other friends that they're not their friends. They don't have any friends, so they gravitate towards each other. That's a dangerous, toxic relationship, right? So I mean, this guy he wonders why I don't answer him, and I'm just like because, and it's like no disrespect because I have very few family members that are alive. You're not exactly my blood relative, but I have very few blood relatives too. And I respect everybody who's not, everybody who's like adoptive cousin, whatever. I don't care. They're all the same, you know. I know what I would do if I moved to their neighborhood, I'd be in there. They have like a Lutheran church and stuff. I would be there, I'm not like a strict believer on that stuff, but it would only make sense. Like socially and just living in life. So I would be there supporting all that. But person like that, man, it's just like all the people you've had me around, and I don't know you. I'm not saying you did anything or not, but all the people you've had me around, you put me in danger and stuff that I had to keep my defenses up about when I shouldn't have had to when I was a child and stuff because my mother just dropped me with you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I shouldn't have had to put up with those situations where I had to be armed. So
yeah, it's rough out there. I'm telling you. Sounds like some shared experiences though.
Yeah. And if somebody's like, he's definitely hemmed up too. Like he's in an institution, and stuff like that. And he can talk to whoever he wants in my family and whatever. But it's like you had the opportunity, thankfully, to at least share time with somebody who needed somebody. Because I've had certain friends that call me all the time, but then I've had like Donovan, one of my best friends, who died when my grandmother did, and right across the street, the guy who did that bird. But anyway, um, he told me, "Oh, I have cancer. I don't want to talk to you." A year and like 2 months, between then and his death, I have cancer. I don't want to talk about it. I have to respect that. Have to respect that. You know what I mean? He didn't want to talk to me because he didn't want to get deep about it, and he didn't want people to give him a bunch of sympathy and stuff. He made his exit like that cat, walking out. I don't want to talk to you. Just if he's like, if you have anything to like entertain me, you know what I mean? Like, just send me shit I can watch. We used to work for the same roofing company, and he was still there, and they were making modified work for him because obviously his body was deteriorating, so he couldn't do what he was. He was working in the metal shop and stuff. Which is cool. You were talking about that earlier with the special equipment. Man, I've gotten so many clothes just sheared all up in the metal shop, just bending stuff, and just like making ducks. That stuff's terrible.
Oh yeah,
you don't feel it. It just shreds you up.
I had a cousin. His second cousin. His name was Denny, and Denny was a tin bender. He worked for the union, and he was a drunk. But yeah, he always had a job,
right?
Even when he didn't show up for work for weeks at a time. Sometimes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. No, unfortunately, because I'm susceptible enough, but I've been in places where everybody fucking drinks, and it's crazy because you kind of don't have a choice. And I've been paid fucking $750 a week to work in a place where everybody drinks a 12-pack every night, and it's like nothing good is going on over there. We're slipping. We're knocking everything over. You know what I mean? Nothing good is going on there, but they just kept giving us money. You know what I mean? And that makes me want to go to a fucking psychiatrist and be like, dude, I did that. Am I crazy? I just did that. You know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? Why did I go along with it? We shoved those beers and shit in like they're like outside sewer. Like eventually they're all gonna come up or something. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy, bro. Crazy.
Yeah,
and
the wastewater plant's gonna be like, what the hell?
Right.
Why is it all foamy?
Well, no, not that. I was just figuring like all the like backup will eventually, all the like cans and shit like clogging up the way, will eventually just bubble it up. But no, it closed. They were like, we have to move this operation to Mexico anyway. Hi, drunkies. Here's another check. Have fun. Don't get sick. Yeah, that's what we got. We got another check. But they gave us so much money. Like people were getting divorced. They weren't home. You know what I mean? But what are you gonna do? Shit. What's up, Outlaws? How you doing, bro?
You want $500?
$500. Yes, I want $500. You want $500? Yes, I want $500. That was a great movie, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, man. Speaking of that, man, I was thinking of Vern Troyer. Vern Troyer's in that movie, right? I was in the line the other day with my daughter, and I swear to God, I don't even know why, but I thought she said midget. And I said, midget? And I looked at her and with a question mark, and the dude in front of me was like shorter than me. I'm pretty short. He was like shorter than me, and I was like, I just said that like right behind his head. I just said, midget? And I was like, oh shit. And he didn't do anything. He just stood like that. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean anything, man. That shit was messed up. I don't know what she said. And she was like, isn't it, or something. I was like, I felt so dumb, man. People are sensitive. I'm not, I'm like 5'6". I'm not sensitive. But people are.
Oh. I wish I wasn't so tall.
Oh man, I'm glad because, off grid, like seriously, whenever I had to put anything on my shoulder of huge weight, like, I'll put a swing set on my shoulder, but if I was you, I can't walk it up a spiral staircase, can I? Because I'm too close to the top, so being short has been an advantage in like carrying stuff around, stuff like that. No problem for that.
Yeah, man. Totally. It's easier for y'all to lift, like deadlift and shit, because you only have to lift it so high to get to where you're standing up straight,
Yeah,
you have to lift it so much higher. The same with bench press. Like bench press for me is like into some awkward angle to even get to my chest. Like that doesn't work for me. Like
you got like so much out here. You're so far out here.
Where is not designed. Nah, I don't have that much shoulder rotation. It's not designed for us tall people. Like,
dang, bro, yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool that we have these. Everybody has those challenges,
different bodies, yeah. Like I think certain parts of arm wrestling are easier for tall guys. I mean, they're pretty big. They're pretty tall guys. The ones that are doing it.
So when I was in basketball,
yeah,
when I was in basketball, I broke my wrist in the season by arm wrestling a dude, and the reason is because I didn't want to lose, so I just let him fucking spire my wrist. It splinted 3 breaks because I wouldn't lose.
man.
So the rest of my basketball season was like people signing my cast.
I beat like 6 guys in one night with this elbow, and so I know I can't break it again because I already broken and all mangled up. It's all weird.
I can see.
It's all rehealed. It's rehealed, all bulbous. Like I don't know the inside of it. Like over here, this is a normal elbow with like a bone there on the inside a little bit.
Angle right there, looking good. Yeah, that's pretty artistic.
My skin's all dirty right now, but yeah, this is all fucked up.
I just got that's scar tissue.
The skin's weird. Yeah, the skin's weird here too from my broken elbow, but I need to clean it for sure.
That's from like I was probably 14, but that's skateboarding scar tissue. You see, now I scraped my whole other side up too, but when I scraped this side, it was in gravel. That's why you can still see it, because there was gravel all in there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you get messed up, man.
Yep. Yeah, they had to cut my arm wide open, like right here, all the way down the side, right there, and open it. They had it peeled back with clamps and shit, man.
Wow. How did they reattach tendons and whatnot, or did they skip those? Did they flap up the?
Well, he said that I don't know. He said that the nerve was barely attached from getting crushed. This was in 4 pieces. The ball was completely broke off and then in pieces.
Oh.
And the nerve was cut, but he said it was connected by what he could see was like a hair, and he was
damn.
And they had to relocate it, so they moved my funny bone nerve on my arm to the inside of my arm. It goes around my forearm right here. Now it goes around the inside of my arm right here, and it doesn't go between those bones no more. So like if I bang, I got to be careful banging my arm on the inside. It sets my hand off. I'm like, I can't even work my hand when that happens. I'm like, oh.
Oh man, my sister, she was like, mom was dead and we're gonna make the Christmas cookies that we usually make, and she had me kneading this certain dough and stuff, and my hands started cramping up. I was like, oh. They would just cramp up and be like flapping in like like fins. And I was like, ow. And she's like, you don't do this much. I'm like, crushed dough and shit? Like, no. Not for like 700 pieces. No. I'm like, Oh,
That's really weird. And then when they first got done with the surgery, I couldn't feel any of this area, like right here at all. It was all dead. And then doing all that trauma, I couldn't feel any of it, just like numb. And then now I can feel it, almost all of it now. Except for the feeling like around the bone here. I can't feel that on the end of my elbow.
But you said that ball was actually like destroyed, and like it's not what it was, right?
No, it's probably
it's like all twice as big.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, yeah, but it's stronger. I think it's stronger now. And they wanted to do another surgery to grind the bone down, so I can get my range of motion back, because I don't have the last like 15, 20 degrees. I'm a gimp, Joe.
Right.
Like, see, like this one even goes a little bit backwards. Like that's a normal elbow, right?
Right.
Like, this one, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm a little gimped. I'm a little gimped. I can't get it. It won't go, but it'd go down, right? If it would go. So I've probably gained motion in my wrist and a little in my shoulder to try to compensate for the over time.
Well, wait a minute. You can still do the coin catch on that same arm.
Yeah. Because I learned the release in time.
Right.
I lost my basketball shot though, because it doesn't, the way my elbow works now. It changed where I have to release.
It should be a like a dart forward in a jump shot. It should be this one pushing forward and the snake in the dart.
I have to let go before it gets to the end, and it's like I had to relearn when to send the signal to let go in time or whatever, and like it's a whole nother problem with.
From what I see in your arm, it means it's going to roll down no matter what you do. It's going to roll down, so you got to compensate by being behind when you release.
They're like, you better learn how to shoot with your left hand. That's what they told me. I was like, damn it, lost my shot. Oh, that's all right. I could have played basketball. Yep.
Basketball wasn't my calling. It's okay.
I could. I did. I broke my arm and fucked up my basketball. I was a starter. I was doing good. I was a guard. I was good at fadeaway threes, and nobody could stop me because I was already taller than most of them.
For sure, yeah.
Just give me the ball. Just get me in the spot.
I didn't make my spot. I was like a forward that just like fucking threw people off. I just like false telegraphed. That was my job. I was a forward that false telegraphed people and made them fuck up. Like step on their feet and stuff. And he was telling me how to push them with my
play elbow. A little dirty. You're playing a little dirty.
A little bit. That was the short guy,
A little bit of street ball. We went to this 3v3 tournament, like this 3-on-3 tournament. We used to play them, me and a couple other guys, and we were pretty good. These guys whooped our ass because they played dirty. Every one of them was a bigger kind of guy, and they just muscled us and played a little dirty, and the refs didn't call shit. And we were like, fuck. We're like, they're going to get away with that? You're not going to call that? And they didn't call shit. The ref was like, what? Call what? And we're like, fuck. All right, so we'll play a little dirty too then. Like,
it was kind of bad. It was kind of bad. Now our coach was also 5'11", but he wore like plush Fila suits, Timberlands that he never laced up.
I had Adidas tearaways.
He had little bags in his pocket. Crystalline bags.
He had crystal bags in his pockets. What? Hang on a minute.
He looked like Easy, and he was just, and he had like
going around all the troops with the crystal bags in his pockets before the show.
He had one of those satellite phones. And he was supposed to coach us. So he was like, yeah, you get down here. Now, here's how you step on their feet and hit them with your wrist. And he taught me dirty shit.
Hit him with your wrist.
Yeah. Because when your hands are back pointing at you, it's not an attack. Like, your knives are in. So you know what I mean? Your knives are in. Yeah.
Get your forearms out there. Set some distance between you and them. Set the pick.
Yeah.
Set the pick.
Set the pick, and the other guy's in on it. Yeah. The other guy breaks his fucking ankle. Whoops.
Yeah, sets it right on his foot. Right as he's coming along.
He sweats before he slips on it, and then that's it. You know, he breaks the dude's ankle, and then, you know, it's like Karate Kid and shit. It's like sweet the leg.
Dirtiest shit I ever had was at practice. Was one kid was mad that I took his starting spot right at practice, and he got me twice. He's like, pass the ball hard across the court in a throw like he's throwing a football. Just hucks it with one arm, and one time he hit me right in the face with the ball like that. He's like, he called my name right as it was coming 80 miles an hour right at my face from like 10 feet away. And another time he got me in the fingers, but I saw it coming. I got my fingers over there to catch it, and it fucking broke my finger sideways.
Did he? Yeah.
It just like hyperextended it, they said, because I grabbed it and jerked it back into place right away.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck, because I looked at it and I was like, son of a bitch, and I grabbed it and fucking I had no choice but to straighten it. So I straightened it. And do you see that girl she's a little power lifter, I think, and she got the weight up to here, and she was doing the clean jerk or whatever, press or whatever, and she got it to here, and her finger fucking went sideways, and she stopped and balanced the weight on her, and it was a heavy weight, and she had straightened her finger and fucking finished the lift. And she was like a little girl. She was probably like 100 pounds.
Oh, dude,
tough.
No.
Tough as nails, bro. For a little girl. Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's scary, man.
What? Yeah, it happens though. That finger was fat as hell I remember it was like a walnut in the middle of that finger for like 6 months. It lost all motion. I had to tape it to the other finger and shit. Like that messed up my basketball.
Yeah,
I still could play though, because it was my left hand. I didn't need that shit to shoot.
I mean, you know, on the court, you know, like I said, setting picks and stepping on people's toes, easy. I did everything I was supposed to do, but, you know, other dude, he lives, you know, or wrist, you know, he shatters my wrist.
We had one team we played against. This guy had like a weird arm. His arm was like this, but it didn't have any bones in it. It was just a hand out of his shoulder. It was like this kind of.
Oh, it
was like rubber.
So this is like rubber. Common. That's common with. It's called thalidomide. It's a thing where they call, you know, they can have like flipper or like hands that come out, and they're really kind of like almost like fish like. You know what I mean?
It was like rubbery, like it was like, dude, and he was their point guard, and he totally used that thing to totally trip us all out and fuck with us all, dude. He put that shit right in our face and like flipped it around and shit while he's coming at us, like he's dribbling at us, flipping that shit in our face. Nobody can guard him, bro. They're like, you want to guard him? You fucking guard him. He just flipped that rubbery shit in my face. Like, you go guard him. And the refs wouldn't call shit. It was like, God damn it. And he was a pretty good shot. He wasn't a bad shot, but we couldn't stay. Like, damn it. He fucked us up with the fucking flippy thing in the face.
I used to make money playing pool. I would tell everybody, you know, I'm not even that good, but I would tell other people, like, you know, it's your lunch money. You want to do it, you don't want to do it, whatever. So I would make money playing pool, but there was this guy who had a hand, like, you know, I guess, I don't know, man. He would just lay it down on his wrist. Like the fingers didn't work or something. So he just lay it down on his wrist, put the pool cue like this. But the thing was, he was really bad at pool. But he would like throw fits and stuff, and people would feel bad for him. So like he got around. Like he was really bad at it, but he would complain after he was playing like that, and people would feel bad for him and be like, "Hey, it's okay, buy him a drink."
Well, yeah, I mean, he wasn't the greatest player. The problem. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest player. The problem was that none of us would guard him tight enough like a regular player. We gave him distance because we're like, he's a gimp, a cripple. Like, we can't fucking be trying to fuck up a cripple. Like, so we gave him like an edge. We gave him a handicap, like, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't do that because it's not fair. The people that I was doing the pool and those sort of hustles with, I told them, I was like, if you're okay, you know, you have $5 lunch money from your mom, I'm going to take $3. If it's okay. I had to make sure.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to be hungry, right? But I'm not going to give you any ins, or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not. It's not nice. It's actually I'm deceiving you. I don't want to deceive you. Let's play Connect Four this time. Okay, $5.
Yeah, we.
Just kidding.
Hell yeah. Draw 4.
We'll flip nickels. We'll flip nickels. That's what we did because it doesn't cost anything to do that. It's all come see, come saw, back and forth. You know?
Double or nothing.
Yeah. Double or something. That's what they said in
Shit.
Big Trouble in Little China. Those guys, they said double or something. That was a good one, man. That was I think that was what's his name? Carpenter, John Carpenter. Yeah. Good movie.
I think the only game that you can have any odds of winning against a casino is roulette.
Not
You're just playing the colors. Roulette.
What about blackjack? No, you have an advantage in blackjack because you have choice.
Max bet on black or red. Double or nothing.
No. The statistics are not with you. No, blackjack because you have choice. You don't have any choice if you just do a 50-50 black and red. No, the statistics don't bear out.
Oh yeah.
We should. I mean, I don't have my other phone here, but I mean, pull up your your tablet.
I mean, because you're gonna probably lose all your money because they're so good at winning. The odds are totally in their favor in every game. Like the house wins. And the fucking watch you start winning. They bring out a different card handler. That fucking card handler knows how to cheat. They bring out a handler that knows how to peek the cards and shit before they deal it and shit and move cards and shuffle certain way.
You know, they come to you, you know, and they talk to you and they ask you into the executive suite and they ask you to get a massage and you play the game.
Bye.
You know, but if you end up leaving with nothing, they're not going to call you anymore. But, you know, if you end up leaving with something, they're going to call you like Scientology. Like you accidentally.
Yeah. Oh, sir, do you need a limousine ride to come back to our place to play again? We can get you a flight next weekend. It's really cheap. Spirit Airlines.
It's
You're like,
free.
Spirit.
It's
Jesus,
free.
I saw one of those kids on fire.
We're going to blow it up over the Pacific Ocean.
Dude, you should hear those planes. I heard all those planes because I was staying right under the runway. You could hear a man screaming in. Those fucking Spirit planes all sound like they're going to blow up. Some of them sound like they have bad bearings on the engines, bro. It was really bad sounds. Like you hear the other companies come in, it's all quiet and shit. So they come in, it's all like, you're like, what the fuck?
When I moved here, I knew, you know, on the highway that I'm on, I knew that Dulles Airport was the main industry other than, you know, sort of like the, what was it, railroad that comes through or whatever. That doesn't matter to me. That's some old school shit. I'm not into that. But anyways, so I got there. I got all the way there. But the bus that you take from the parking lot to the place, you know, when you're an employee, you go by the graveyard. And you realize that all the planes are like 70 years old. The ones they're using and the broken ones over here, they're all the same. They're all the same tin cans, ting together. And so they have wingless ones. And they're so damn expensive that any part of it, they just glue back on to the rest of it. They're just that fucking expensive. They're like fucking 50 years old. And they're literally like 2 Coke cans thick. That shit is 2 Coke cans thick on the outside, man. You know, it's scary, you know, and that's why everything because, you know, in the baggage handling place, sometimes, you know, a long flight or whatever, we'd be pulling shit out. That shit's freezing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they went 4 hours across, you know. You know, their fucking luggage is frozen. If they had like shampoo, it's fucked. Like, there's no way. If they have dogs, that's why they put dogs in another compartment. But hey, people are stupid, man. They try to put their animals in that shit, in the freezing part. They're stupid, man. Trust me.
That's why, like Gus could fly on the plane and go on vacation with me, but they're going to put him in some kind of compartment. somewhere. Like, so he's down with the luggage where it's all cold and shit. Like all.
No, they have an animal compartment where they control the climate. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's
But
like a
your
part of the cabin,
passengers
kind
are
of.
sometimes dumb enough
But
to
you
put
can't go
them
see
in the
him. You
freezer.
can't go see him and tell him it's okay and stuff because he'd be down there totally
No,
flipping
nobody can see
shit.
him. No. Oh no, I've had big bad days where either a fucking animal would show up without its owner, or the owner didn't get the animal yet, or the animal, and the owner were separated by something else that happened in the terminal, and like
Oh
4 hours later, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, like
the
the dog
dog
made the
or
flight,
animal,
but the passenger didn't, and now
or
you
they
got a
or
dog.
they
You're like,
flipped
oh,
out in front of fucking Fuddruckers, right? And they broke a leg, so they're not here for 8 hours. And the
oh
animal is like
no,
a fucking greyhound or something that they brought, And now this huge animal is freaking out because
yeah,
it hasn't seen its owner in 8 hours. Shit like that
yeah,
would happen, and it's just like, oh my god, you know what I mean? But no, I mean the planes are scary because we went through the graveyards and all they
yeah. They
do is
were saying
patch it back together.
like they don't. Gus has to go into quarantine or whatever because they don't. They have to make sure he ain't got no rabies or some shit. And the normal quarantine's like 10 days or something, but they have an
Where do they do it?
expedited. They have an expedited quarantine or something for the 3 days. We still have to spend like 3 days on the sides of some runways in Hawaii if we were to go there. Like,
Mm.
I'm like, that ain't worth it for him because we're only going to stay for that long. I'm like,
And
he ain't
Hawaii is
going.
still the United States,
Yeah.
so you don't
Yeah.
need anything.
They just
You don't
never
need a
had any
visa.
rabies. They don't never had any rabies in Hawaii and they don't want any. So they have to make sure that your dog, your pet, or whatever, if you're bringing them, they ain't got it, even if they're
Hey, guess
vaccinated.
what? Hey, Hawaii, guess what? America called. They said, I ain't never had no pineapples in here, and I don't want any.
Pineapple. Oh yeah, now fruits and vegetables, sir. Yes, California. Hell yeah,
Could you
bro.
imagine? They
You don't
call
know how many
Hawaii. They're like,
times
I ain't never had any pineapples, sir, and I don't want any.
are you harboring a pineapple in the back of your truck? You're hiding it between all
We'd
that.
be like choking the dude. We'd be like, it's so good. We need pineapple.
Man, that's all some crazy stuff as a trucker. All kinds of stuff you wouldn't believe.
I do believe because because I did the truck side gas station shit. It's like the same people's come through, but the truck drivers are the best because they protect us.
Yeah, yeah. There's lots of truck drivers looking out for people. That ain't a bad place to be if you ain't got nowhere else to go. There's lots of good people.
They really are, man. They really are. And if you speak to somebody honestly and you're not hustling them and you're not telling
I
them the same old fucking story, they'll literally, whatever. If you
I,
need some
yeah, I
socks or a
gave
burrito
food.
or $11, like you'll get socks, burritos, $11 or a hat.
Yeah,
Like, those people are
I
good.
hooked
Yeah,
this
no problem.
I hooked this one guy up with like two big grocery sacks of food. He just staying out in the bushes outside of a truck stop somewhere. And he
Mhm.
told me I helped him carry the sacks over there and shit. And he told me that was probably kind of sketchy. Walking off into the sticks with somebody,
Oh no, no,
whatever. But
no.
he was just got
Nobody
out of
thinks you
some
have
kind
bad
of
intentions, man.
yeah. He had some kind of surgery. He just got out of some kind of surgery. I believe everything he told me. He was trying to get where back home.
Yeah.
And he had his gut was all cut open. He was all distended and shit. Like it was just, he needed to not be traveling and outside and shit. He was just trying to get home. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
fuck. Like, ain't not going. I said I'd give you a ride in my semi, but I'm not going that way. Even though my company didn't allow it. Like, you're in such condition that I would give you a ride, but yep, I'm going the
It's
wrong
not the
way,
right
dude.
way, yeah.
Yep. So he stayed there. I gave him some food. I gave him a bunch of cans, and he was like, I can't get these open, so I got no way to get them open. And so I gave him a can opener.
Hey, you know what? If you want to, you can teach them what I do, okay? Because you can do this anywhere. I just do it on the concrete usually,
Yeah,
but you
you
don't
can
have
rub them
to. You
on
just get your own
concrete.
brick. You just get it on brick, right? And it breaks the glue. That's it. It breaks the seal on a can. You just rub it until the glue
Yeah,
breaks, and that's it.
yeah,
It's just friction.
yeah.
You don't hurt yourself. Nothing happens. It just pops right off.
Uh huh.
So I tell
I've
people, like,
used pocket
there's your
knives.
urban survival thing. You know, you can do it on a wall or on the floor, but there's your urban survival thing.
Right. Definitely safer than a folding pocket knife.
Yeah, with a lot of people, yeah, man. Like everybody pointing at themselves. Whoops, I was trying
Oh yeah,
to.
they use a Swiss Army knife. It stabs off and stabs and folds up on their finger. Break their knife and cut themselves all in one. Like, yay! I got cut by almost every one of these knives I ever owned, except for like one or two. Only one or two have never got me.
Really? Yeah. My new dagger is the one that got me. It got me every single time. And it's great for opening the mail. But I gave it to my wife, but I said to her, I was like, if you fucking unsheath this dagger, and you better be hitting somebody because you're going to cut yourself. I said, every
I
time
got
I pick
one.
it out, I cut myself. I said, you better be fucking serious and you better hit them hard because you are going to cut yourself. And like tonight, I was looking around and I found one of my old little gas station knives, which is like, it's like a faux stiletto, but it locks really, really tight and well, and it's not that sharp. And so I just picked that up and I was like, this is actually perfect for me because it's not that sharp, but it locks so tight and it's just the right, 4 inches that I need. So you got 16 inches there.
Yeah, this one is really, really, really sharp. Like it'll probably cut through bone. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
really
I
good
mean, I know I've
steel.
shown my dagger here, and it just cut. I think like right through my I guess
Forgot
my
what the brand is on.
rolling paper packets. That just but I don't have it anymore now because that's not a knife. That's a knife that Off Grid got. He's got a knife. I'll fix you right up, mate.
Something Great Blade since 18 something. I can't read the damn thing. It's all the laser etching is way too far. But this is yeah, that'll do it.
That's that
I
Halloween
never
thing
use
right
it.
there.
I don't like this big of a chef's knife. I only use this like a couple times a year on turkey and ham and big chunks of meat.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah. That's a carver. That's a carver knife. Yeah, you need
Yeah, I
that,
don't chop up
and you need the
veggies with
steel.
it.
And the steeler and the block. Yeah, that's a carver knife. Yeah, you use it when you do a roast.
Right.
Not often.
Right. This is that universal that table knife
Right,
from
right.
the middle 1800s.
They
Table
probably
knife.
didn't have. They probably didn't have like butter knife yet, right?
Well, you would have been rich, right, to have more than one knife. I think that was what this was like. You had one knife
Right. Okay.
and it's kind of sharp here in the back, so you can totally pair with it. It's real thin. It's made of
Right.
flexible steel. Like it's sharp in the back, and the front it's more like a butter knife. Like you can still cut steak with it, even.
Right.
Like, yep, pair with it.
I have my like ridged knives, right? I think of them almost like shark teeth, but they're ridged in a round pattern. So they don't actually cut your skin and shit, but they cut through anything because it works together. Like every little half moon ridge, works
Yeah.
together and it cuts through like I said, like shark teeth, But they won't cut your skin.
Yeah, I was on a
Pretty
streak
cool.
there for a while with some decent knives coming from the thrift shop, but
Yeah,
they've dried up right now. The good ones, they're down to a bunch of junk. This is just a bread knife.
those are great. Yeah, those are great. Yep.
It's a really nice bread knife though,
Right. Those are
and
great. Yep.
it's got brass riveted handle and shit. But it's
Right. Right.
not full
Right.
shank. It only goes like halfway.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
rivet. Only a 2 rivet knife, not 3 rivet.
I'm pretty sure most of my mothers were about like that. They only went halfway through the handle.
Yeah. I think I almost recognize this symbol. It has a diamond shape here.
Okay.
Like I think I've seen that before on something. That's probably the giveaway to the brand, maybe on this one. It
Right.
looked
Right.
like when I got it, it was all greasier than hell. Like it never ever been washed. That's why I think it came from like a coffee shop where they cut bagels with it or something, and they just
Yeah.
never washed it. It was all grimier than hell. Looked like they even dropped it behind the thing or something, the table.
Like, there was this. When I moved to Manassas Park, which is like, it's sort of like the lower level. It's not downtown, so it's more of the, I don't know. It's where like the lower income people lived outside of town. And I moved there, and like they had pawn shops, and one of them had like a sword section, right? But they didn't clean any of them. So it was like this barrel or whatever, or just like it wasn't even a barrel. You know what the bands on a barrel are called?
Rings?
Hoops.
Oh.
Hoops.
What do they call it? Kooks?
Hoops.
All right.
Yeah. So like people who have the name Hooper, that's what that profession is. The people who were barrel makers. So they're called hoops. Yeah. So he didn't even have like basically like the barrel structure of the planks, but just like a couple of hoops in a basket situation behind the counter. And they were fucking rusty swords and shit. They never cleaned them. They were of every level of metal, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't clean any of them. So they all looked like trash. It was crazy, bro.
I see the brand on this now, Joe.
Okay, what is it?
Jedi Knox.
It
says model. It's a French thing. It says model déposé, made in France. And it says Jedi Knox, and inside the diamond. So it probably used to say Jedi Knox here. Jedi Knox, some kind of blend of steel, probably.
I got like airplane spoons from the Goodwill. Here you go, compared to the joint. Like airplane size spoons at the Goodwill. They were 99 cents for a whole box.
For a whole box? Oh, shit. Yeah. He's like, we don't even have to wash them. You throw them away.
Definitely not silver, bro. Definitely not silver.
This is one of those scary ones. So this is probably in plenty of scary movies. This one right here. These are the ones that are in scary movies right here, Joe.
Like, oh, dang. Yep.
See, it's all just the aluminum handle, like with the, like, this is a scary little knife right here, huh? It's like.
Have you ever seen speed onion cutters? Like guys who do like 1/4 inch mince? They use that knife. They stick the end in, right? So they don't cut all the way through. Like they stick the end in the block, and then in their hand they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spin. Spin this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spin this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, spin this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and like all diced. But it's because they use exactly the curved knife that you're using, and they use the end at the, they keep it at the end so they don't slice all the way through ever. And that's why they use their own palm, because they know they're not going to,
Yeah, it has a little, it has a curved back on it. Yep.
Yeah. So you put the point basically in the block. Like the point itself will go into the block, and you just, so you never actually push all the way through. It's pretty cool, man. You can watch it because the street food people are performers too, right? The ice cream guys. You ever see the ice cream guys? They give it, they take it back. It's so funny, man.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Those guys are hilarious. Those guys are from like Pakistan or Iran or somewhere like that, huh?
They're juggling my pistachio cone. I want that now.
Like, check out this one, Joe. This is I had to buy this one because what in the hell? You know those cheap steak knives that have the wooden handles like this knife right here?
Yeah, like from a restaurant.
This is like extra long. It's got like another 4 inches on the blade over the normal one. And it's got the same crappy serrations.
You got the one from that Texas home of the Longhorn, like the 76-ounce steak. You got that one, you got that knife from that place.
Oh, you gotta have the bigger. You gotta have the bigger knife for the bigger the monsters. So yeah, this is from Amarillo, huh?
Yeah. It's the Big Texan. Is that what it's called? The Big Texan.
the old 96 or something. I don't know. I don't think it was 96 ounces though. And for real life, in real life, I don't think it was 96. I think it was like 70 something.
It used to be 74 or something, 74 or something like that. But now it is 96, I think. Actually.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I think so.
It
yeah.
should be. I mean, the Great Outdoors. It was the old 96er. I think that shit about took him out.
And they don't make you eat the gristle. That's myth. You do have to eat your, your like sticky bun and your coleslaw and your salad and your fucking baked potato. You got to eat all that shit, but you don't have to eat the gristle.
Yeah, that's god awful. I don't want to do that.
Hey, look, anything that has a potato, when they say it's a fucking challenge plus French fry, I'm like, fuck you. Like, no, I'm not eating potato nothing. You know what I mean? Like, because that fills you right away.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if it's like garlic mashed potatoes, like all full of sour cream and butter and shit, all loaded, like you're like, I could eat a whole shitload.
No, you could eat them. You could eat them, but you're not going anywhere, man. You know what I mean? Like, if they tell you got to eat that plus like a bunch of falafel, you're screwed, man. You're gonna eat French fries and falafel? No. Or like a bunch of steak and French fries. There's no way. There's no room. They're real full of water, so they will filter through you, but not in time.
Some people just have bigger stomachs, Joe. I've seen people. There's this little Asian lady. They do this steak eat off not too far away. Black Diamond Genetics is live. It's over.
Okay. Not far away.
And like 30. No, from here it's farther than that. From town it's like 50 miles. 50 miles from here. And they do a 7-pound steak and a 2-pound potato and a salad, I think. And this little Asian lady beat them all, and she ate the whole thing. And she owns a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, she owns a Chinese restaurant here in town. So apparently she's been working in there packing away food for a long time, getting her stomach
stretched,
ready for that.
Yeah, she's ready for it. Yeah.
But yeah, damn, man. Like probably 110, 115 pound woman, 8, 9, 10 pounds of stuff plus some drink,
Well, there is, but it's changed names or whatever. But there was some like steak and buffet place, not too far from here. It's still there. It's just different. But when it started, it was like the same as buying a steak dinner somewhere else, but they have this buffet or whatever. But I saw like there was this lady, and I saw her once, I saw her twice, I saw her 3 times. And like you're saying, she was a very small lady. She would come on the weekends, and she just ate what looked like to me 8 pounds, maybe 10 pounds of steak, and nothing. No vegetables, no eggs, nothing. Just all steak on her plate.
Crazy. Yeah. I mean,
because the way it was set up, it's like a salad bar and a buffet. You can get pizza or biscuits or whatever the fuck you want. But steaks, you just call them, you ask them to the table. I would like a steak, medium rare, and they bring it, So she would ask for, I guess, 10 or whatever, and just eat that. And I thought that was like wild. Like I've never seen shit like that. Yeah, something like that. We had one of those too. We had something called a old country buffet or something.
And now it's Golden Corrals are everywhere out here.
Yeah, Golden Corrals are still around. They're going to be the only buffet left, I bet you, because they're the ones that really are around.
Yeah, old country buffet became country buffet, and then I don't know how many of those are even left.
Like you said, Country Kitchen. We did have that. That's the place. They have mirrors. They have something I love, which is called, what is it called? Waldorf salad with the apples and shit, with the apples and walnuts and shit.
I've had that before, yeah.
And then they have the classic on YouTube. They have the old country buffet videos where the dude is a carver guy, and they're like, they may have eyes bigger than their stomach, sir. Please beware. Just give them 2 little slices and tell them they can come back later. And then dude's like, you can come back later if you want. Yeah. Now, you really want something? Watch the fucking Waffle House training videos about plating. because they're like, if dude ordered a biscuit, you got to take a grape jelly and turn it west. If dude ordered onions on his omelet, you got to take a slice of onion and a piece of cheese and put it
It's
on your
crazy when I hear
nose.
them when they call out an order. The way they call out the orders, like the whole table makes their orders, right? It's like a biscuits and gravy with the
Yeah,
eggs over easy and whatever, and they call it out different. They're like, they say like
right. So dude,
one sausage
that's
with
what he says. So that's what dude who
one
created
bacon,
it
one.
says. He says that's why we call it the magic system. They think it just happens like magic. Cause guy said 2 bacon, 1 egg down, and you got to mark the plate with all this like geometry and
They
shit.
have
It's like
more
a
thinking. Like,
Parcheesi game.
can't you just tell them what they ordered? He just wants biscuits and gravy, bro, with sausage, like sausage biscuits and gravy with eggs over easy. Can you just call it like that? They're like, no.
Oh shit.
It's all fancy how they call it out and shit. It's a show.
But yeah, if you ever see the Old Country Buffet, whatever, if you see the Carver like video, that's so funny because he's like, "Come back later here, son. I'll give you a little bit more." That's just so funny. Don't forget to make small talk. Hey, son, you're sweating all over the ham. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty bad actually. It's like, tell everybody about the
I
cheap
had this
shit.
one guy, he
There's a
fucked up
marshmallow
his.
dessert over there, honey.
Yeah,
Whatever.
the worst I ever had was a waiter that put salt and pepper all over my food, and it was like he was like he was like, "Oh, do you know how to get that out of there? Let me see that." And he like snatched the shakers out of my hands, and he was like rubbing the the one jar on the other one where it's upside down, and then he flipped it and rubbed it on the other.
Man, he ruined it, man.
Never get enough pepper.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's I didn't eat it, but my wife, she's a manager at a Roy Rogers. There's not many Roy Rogers, but the one that's here. And my daughter and I went today. I got the big roast beef, and I put black pepper like so many levels, like 4 levels. I didn't eat it though. I wrapped it up. It's in there. I'll eat half of it tomorrow, some of it later. But there's 4 levels of just black pepper. I broke all the meat up, and put it in because that's what I'm talking about. Like I need that sting inside. I need that.
Hell yeah.
Shit, with roast beef like that, if I could put an egg on it, that would even be better. And I could, but it's just too much.
Yeah.
You were getting quiet. I don't know what's going on. Maybe your batteries thing. If its mic is remote.
I'm still here. There's a connection issue. I see like you're locked up on the screen. It could be me. It could be you. I don't know.
Oh, I'm locked.
Audio is still working. There you bleep you. I see you're back. You're glitching though.
Am I? Oh shit.
But you're there from what I can see.
That's okay, man. That's okay, man. Him back there, he wants to go to sleep anyway, man. I'll go watch a movie. I'll go watch home arrest, house arrest.
Oh, homie in the back moved on. He's not back there, huh? He homie in the back.
He's back there. He talked to me earlier. He's tired early, I guess, but I think I'll leave him alone, man, before he starts again. Midnight.
Yeah.
How is it outside,
The
man? Did
space where
that
he
sun
said.
finally disappear?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! It's.
Or is it just right above you? That's what I'm saying. Like it's above you, like what? Every day, like all the time. It's a conspiracy off grid. It's a conspiracy. It's not right. It's just going around
Oh,
you.
you made it. You made it, Joe. You're back to normal. Okay.
No, I gotta go anyway.
Doing, oh, well, you quit doing whatever it was doing, and you just got back to normal. Hell yeah, house
I
arrest.
gotta go anyway, man, for the dude. I'll see you later.
Good hanging out. Later on, Joe.
Bye, man.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.